everybody. Good morning or good afternoon. Yeah, that's me. Or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Can't wink that well. Happy Friday. Welcome back. Don't mind me. I'm just moisturizing. I don't know why I'm bothering to try to do my nails. They just get, like, chipped immediately. But there was an effort there at one point. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Mount Farm. We can call it Mania. We have maniacal tendencies. That's fine. Let's go find some rares and start. Why are her feet naked? I made this Mog. Did I not give it shoes? I know she's got wings, so maybe she doesn't need to walk, but... Ooh. I'm gonna step on a barnacle out here. Nice staff. Oh, thank you. I think it's I want to say it's a BFA staff, like a questing one or something, or maybe one of the Kyrian ones. I have it set to basically never show when she's out in this set because I don't want it fighting with the wings for, like, visual space. But it looks nice on the login screen. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Polytheist. Gnomes are hobbits. No shoes. Totally okay. Imagine if my gnome had hobbit, like, foot fur. Imagine if she had the hairy feet. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Do I have mail? For me? Something in the mailbox? Oh, I sold some stuff. That's what's going on. I'm not mad at that. That's fine. I can probably vendor a few more things. As far as I know, today is simple and straightforward and easy. I can't think of a single complicated thing that I need to do. Oh, I guess trading posts. That's one complicated thing. Well, not complicated, but one thing that could get me out of literally just doing rares. Because as much as I love doing rares, they don't seem to be giving me any... Oh, hang on. Give me that back. I might need that. No, I don't need that. I don't need it. It's fine. Wait, no, I do. Eh. I don't know if it's the right move to sacrifice BIS secondaries to put on a myth piece of gear, but it is what I'm doing. Feet hair, +1 armor. Happy Friday. Happy Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest. Who's playing games this summer? Is it me? Am I gaming? Oh, I have 68 more sky shards. If I put those in the bank, how many sky shards do I have? Me. You. The girls are gaming. We're over here. I have water. I finished my coffee already. I had one of those days where I opened my eyes like 2 hours before my alarm and I was like, well, I guess I'm up now. You just like know immediately that sleeping again is not happening. Oh, 127. That's not, that's more than 20% of the way there. That's not awful. I guess doing world quest would help me with my trading post, and also I have the weekly. So if we trip on any gold world quest while we're out and about today, Gorals are gaming. Gaming Gorals. Dino Nungle, thank you for the 10-month race. Appreciate it. Waiting for the fest. Guild Wars have something to announce. People have too much hype for this. Cannot be contained. Is it, what are they announcing? Like an expansion or like a new release? Or makes for a good nap day when you get up early. Yeah, maybe. What is it, Friday? I don't know if a nap's in the cards for me today. It was good though. I got up and actually like did stuff, which is usually a better result for me than when I just like stay in bed and stew about the fact that I'm no longer unconscious. I did some cleaning, honestly, is what I spent we spent most of yesterday cleaning and just doing errands and stuff, and then this morning I was like, well, you know what I could do? If I'm up anyways. Didn't wake up too happy this morning. Pesky mosquitoes woke me up. Oh, let me at them. I'll squish them for you. So damn pesky. No one likes the skeeters. This one not up. Maybe do a little reload. Farming decor from the Dragonflight dungeons. Nice. I really like, there's like a bookshelf. I want to say from Algathar. It's nice. It's good stuff. Want to know what I had for lunch? Sweet potato, chickpea curry, golden rice. That sounds yummy. Best thing I've consumed. Sweet potatoes and or yams. depending on who's talking about them and whether or not they use those phrases interchangeably. They're both good. And chickpeas are some of my favorite foods. Those are like some core Hazel foods. That's good stuff. As part of my new war on fungus, got a steam cleaner, which is a decent silver lining. It's kind of fun. And this morning I woke up and I was like, well, alright, if I'm up anyway, I'm just gonna unbox it and like read the manual and then maybe like take it for a spin. So I was steaming things. I don't know why I straightened my bangs before I steamed things, but that is the order that we took. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's one of several tools that I'm using to sanitize things and try to de-ringwormify my house. But it also does a good job on some stuff that I just like, I don't know, I hadn't thought about or like hadn't managed to get really very clean. My window sills and like windows are very old and have some accumulated historic grime. And the steamer actually does a very good job of loosening some of that, so that was kind of fun. I did the gasket to my front-loading washer. That was pretty satisfying. Got some grime out of there, which is especially good because we're doing pretty legendary amounts of laundry. Steam cleaners make you question if you ever cleaned before. Yeah. It's also one of those things that, like, I don't even know if it's doing any, like, obviously it's doing something because, like, things are getting clean. But, like, I couldn't tell you if it's, like, meeting laboratory requirements for sanitization or whatever, but it sure looks like it's doing something. It's very theatrical. It's very dramatic. It's giving theater. It's got big whooshy sounds. It's got billowing clouds of steam, which I feel like just makes you feel like you're getting things clean, which is half the reason that we clean, at least, if not more, for me. I'm in it for the thrill. I'm in it for the sensations and the joyride. This is really a hedonistic thing. Hope things are going better with the fungal friends caught up on VOD despite missing live streams. Y'all deserve some nice universe presents after this, right? We're kind of getting it from... We're kind of getting clobbered, but we're doing okay. I'm feeling better today. I had some other stuff that I was having a hard time, like, digging up for, like, just a different problem altogether. And I managed to get a hold of some people and get some people to talk to each other, so I'm feeling a little better. I got some numbers that I was having a hard time pulling. So that, at least, is under control, which is good. And I'm feeling much better, because, like, the ringworm thing sucks, and it's, like, a lot of cleaning, and it's stressful, but... I don't know. I know how to clean. We've kind of like got a plan. The plan is a lot of work, but we're doing the plan. I'm not so stressed about that. I have the tools that I need. And I think that my own personal ringworm is like healing. It doesn't seem to be getting bigger. I'm keeping an eye out for new and fun polka dots, but I think that maybe, especially now that we know what's going on, we're maybe getting it under control. We'll see. We still got to get some meds for the cats. The vets are, like, working on it. Because they're so small, they need to, like, compound some stuff for them so that it's the right dose for their, like, tiny little bodies. But Tuna's got it really bad, so he needs internal antifungals. So ringworms aren't actually a worm. It's misnamed because when they first were naming it, they mistakenly thought it was a literal worm. It is not a worm. Which is easy to confuse because there are lots of worms associated with pets and parasites and stuff, but of the many worms that I've looked into, ringworm is not a worm. Ringworm is a topical fungus. It eats the keratin from skin and hair, and it can be transferred to and from cats, dogs, livestock, people, people to people. People deal with it in like wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Depending on where it shows up on your body, it can have different names. It's responsible for things like athlete's foot, jock itch, which has some really funny pictures on product pages on Amazon. It's just a lot of people going, oh, on their groin. I enjoyed that. It's just a topical, you get like a rash, and the fungus is like living on your skin and it's itchy. I don't recommend it, but it's not dangerous. It's just really annoying. What are we doing? We're going this way. Yeah, exactly. It's athlete's foot that's not on your foot. It's ringworm when it's just like on your body. It's got a different name if it's on your scalp, which apparently extra sucks. So I'm hoping that it doesn't spread there. Feel so bad for the kittens being quarantined. Yeah, I know, me too. They're at least with each other. And I'm kind of like seeing what kind of like sterilizable toys I can give them in there. So they are able to play. I can hang out with them in there. And I was doing that yesterday. I just have to wear clothes and then wash them and then like shower basically. So I like took a tablet in there and I was just sitting on the floor playing Hearthstone and like hanging out with them yesterday for a while. They're not thrilled, but they're doing fine. They're not crying all day or anything. They're with each other. Yeah, not an actual worm, which kind of helps with the ick factor a bit. Like, fungus sucks too, but at least it's not a literal worm. Although if it was a literal worm, maybe I could like pull it out and burn it, and that might have been satisfying. Yeah, it's a fungus. It's a parasitic fungus, but it is a fungus. Didn't know it was a fungus. I also thought it was a parasite. It's very badly named. I'll say that. It is very poorly named. But it's treatable. We're gonna be in cleaning hell for a while, and the kittens have to be in isolation for like a while. It's not something that clears quickly. It's gonna be weeks and weeks, which is not fun. But it's better than just all of us having it forever. But let's not talk about ringworm all day. There's only so much to say. We hates it. We're cleaning it out. We're getting rid of it. Same theme as earwigs. The name makes it sound even worse. Do earwigs not weave me fantastic little muffs of hair to wear in my ears to make it look like I have ear hair? Because if they're not doing it, then what's the advertising about? Or would that be more of an ear merkin? Ding. An ear merkin is crazy. Oh man. You cannot be held responsible for things that I say during this trying time. I've been spending a lot of quality time with the vacuum. The place is starting to look really clean. There's another silver lining, is my house is starting to look fabulous. I keep things vaguely tidy, and like I do clean regularly. It's not like I live in filth all the time, but you know, it's a house with a bunch of pets. I'm not like an OCD person about cleaning. So it's, you know, there's normally like some amount of like pet hair or dust or whatever around. And right now it is getting blasted. War is being waged. I am leveling up my vacuum representation. I'm using the robot vac and the regular vac in combination, along with a healthy dose of bleach. Nice when your house is super shiny though. Yeah, it's good. Maybe it'll help my husband's allergies too, because we're really getting into stuff. The steaming might be good for that. That's 2 sets of dailies. Alright. I'm having a great luck finding these rares up this morning. That's nice. We are 2 out of 8 mount drops in terms of rares dropping mounts in Midnight. We have 1 from this zone, which is one we've been running around, the Cobalt Dragonhawk, and we also have the Augmented Stormray from Voidstorm. I think I'm gonna do Eversong first and then Voidstorm. Well, I usually go to Zul'Aman after Eversong just because it's adjacent, I guess. Never mind. We'll do that. I would love if my next mount was the other one from either Eversong or Voidstorm, because that would let me kind of concentrate my attempts a little bit. I do need to keep an eye out for any good... Wow, they're just all up. Any good, world quests that I can kind of snipe for Trading Post credit. I have yet to... I want to just fill the bar to get the fill the bar mount. That's the main thing I want from Trading Post this month. I don't think I want to do any shopping. I might drop 50 tender for the Yellow Flower Crown, and that's really it. 5 stream streak. Hello, Helifix. How you doing? How are things? Is this month not good? In my estimation, it is not for me. It's very Tauren themed. And I'm not like a huge Tauren girly. They're fine. It's fine. But it kind of takes miracles to get me to part with my trader's tender. And this is not gonna cut it. That's how I feel. Haven't logged in yet this month. June came kind of quick. I was a little unhappy about the year being half over already. Especially now because this is my first year of it being property tax season. But it's all good. Got it sorted out. Got it nailed down. Hazel, stop. Do, 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 do. Man, I'm just clean sweeping the Eversong Woods Rares. Finally warm here though. In love with that. Nice. Yeah, having some warm sunny days makes everything a little bit better. Helps for sure. Not so much lucky. Only 3 rares I didn't actually kill. Colleagues and I had terrace drinks after work. It was delightful. Fancy. How cosmopolitan. City alive, vibrant during summer. That sounds nice. Do they do like outdoor planters or hanging baskets or anything in Montreal in the summer? Any public displays of city tended flowers? Yeah. That used to be one of my favorite things about Victoria, was they do really incredible hanging baskets. I thought I was going to get into hanging baskets, and I guess I have life ahead of me. It could still be coming, but it's not going to be this year. I was like thinking about it, and then I was like, A, I'm busy, and B, it looks kind of annoying to water up. Like, I know you get like a wand or something for your hose or whatever that helps you water up. But, you know, just from a gravity perspective, it looks like more work than necessary. Oh, they closed full streets? Pedestrian only for months? Oh, nice, yeah. That's super good. Let's go check for Coral Fang one more time. A drone would help. Watering drone. Let's take a look at this one. Make friends with birds, train a watering army. Hope you're doing well. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Onyx Ghoster. Appreciate it. We're doing alright. There are agricultural drones. They're pretty big. How did you grasp that mod when you're not a druid? How did I grasp a mod? That probably means something. That probably means something. Roots. Grasp a mod. Roots. How did I root that mob? Did I root a mob? I don't know. I have no idea. Not a trinket. I don't even remember. I don't remember what I did. Hang on. I'm not spec'd into void tendrils, so it's not that. Yeah, that might have just been someone else, like something else going on in the area around me. I don't think that I did. Witchleaf Priest. There could have been another player nearby. I don't think I'm playing with... I'm trying to think of all the things that root other than druids. There are lots of them. But I don't think I'm using any of them right now. Wow, I killed every rare in Eversong. That feels so lucky that they were all just like up. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bong, bing. today. Got them out from the kelps and the pet from the rear as well. Very nice. Good ones to get. Let's check for this. Yeah, I think I'm done with ritual sites cosmetic-wise. I have all the, like, mountain pet drops that you can get in there. I'm gonna have to put on some hazmat clothes and go hang out with the kitties today. I miss them. I miss seeing them just pop up places and start destroying things. They're gonna have a lot of destruction to make up for when they finally get out of the flamer. Poor Moose. Just lays outside their door. Just being like, why can't I see them? Poor guy. He misses his kitties. He's had a tough month. I wonder if these will all be up. That'd be neat. That would be something. They're not feeling well. They have ringworm, so they are in jail. They are in quarantine. They're in isolation until we can get it completely cleared. Especially because Moose has a habit of, like, licking them, like, all over their faces and ears, which is, like, where their ringworm is. How long? Could be 4 to 6 weeks. It could be longer. It is unlikely to be less than 4 weeks. Especially given that it's going to take some time. Do you know where it came from? They... probably the rest... Either they had it from the... They were rescued from a hoarding situation, and then the actual rescue that had them for a while had, like, a lot of cats and not a lot of room to separate them out. So they either picked it up at the rescue or at the place they were rescued from. It didn't really break out until they came back from their neuter, and then we didn't know what it was for a while. But yeah, no way to know for sure. Didn't get it from me. I got it from them. Make kitten hazmat suits. They make people hazmat suits. And then I'm just doing a lot of cleaning. It'll be okay. It's just gonna be a project. Yeah. They had spots of it. We just didn't know what it was because, like, there were kind of, like, other explanations. I guess I didn't know what to look for. Because he had been stress screaming his ear. Tuna had been, when he, like, went to go to his neuter. So when he came back and his ear was bald. And Tiki had his armpit kind of bald and, like, scaly. I just kind of thought, oh, maybe that was where they shaved him for, like, a shot, because they'd just come back from a vet. So I also kind of thought that the vet that neutered them might have flagged it if they had visible lesions, but I guess not. I figured that they had just gotten really stressed from, like, having to spend the night away from us and, like, all that time in the car and all that time waiting around and in kennels and stuff. And they probably just, like, stress screamed and gave themselves bald spots, and I didn't really think anything of it. And then I kind of thought that Tuna was just getting scratched up on the head while playing with Tiki. No, it just has lots of ringworm. Lots of ringworm. Tiki had thin fur when we got him from intestinal worms, which are a different situation. His fur has been recovering, actually. We got rid of the worms, so he doesn't have his worm belly anymore. His fur is recovering. He was a little malnourished because of his worms. He had a couple types of them. Yeah, it's a lot, but we're gonna fix them. We're gonna fix those cats. It's all gonna be okay. I'm not suing anybody. It happens. We're gonna sort them out, and we're gonna live happily ever after. And, you know, a month or 2 of jail hopefully will be nothing in the scope of our long and cuddly lives together. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm pretty crabby right now. Yeah, I should have signed up for parasite bingo or just cat affliction bingo. Apparently kittens get sick with all kinds of stuff. I'm sure they can be healthy, but they haven't really had time to build a proper immune system yet, so I guess it's pretty normal for kittens to have issues. It's tough because they also have, like, ongoing tummy issues, and then poor Tuna's got an eye infection, so he's getting eye drops twice a day, and the poor guy's like, hey! He's getting a little fed up with the drops and the bath and the jail and everything, but we're just doing our best. let's go look for this one. I'm just happy they're with us. We can get them cleaned up here at home, and I don't have to give them back anywhere. They don't have to spend any nights away from home. They may be in jail, but at least I can still see them and feed them and make sure they're getting their meds on time and stuff. And I am actually getting much better at giving pills to cats. I was doing it for Kira for a while for her pain meds and her stuff we were treating her with. So I feel like I'm an old hand at it. And they take it before they know what happened to them. At least for Tiki. Tuna just eats it. You can just put like a pill in front of Tuna and put a tiny bit of wet food on it, and he's like, ooh, snack, and he'll just eat it. Bless his tiny little fluffy heart. Tiki is rightfully suspicious, so you kind of have to give it to him. When we rescued our dog, he had worms. Rescue vet shrugged and said, do you want meds? And I was like, well, I guess not from you. Yeah, it seems like different rescues are different amounts of, like, equipped to, like, medically clear animals before they adopt them out, and other ones are just kind of trying to get them off the... maybe not run quite as well. I think any animals I adopt in the future would be from, like, the SPCA, like we got Moose from, because they had their own vet, and, like, they took care of all of that before we got him. Talked to my boss about that yesterday. Had a hell of a time giving meds to her kitty recently. Yeah, it can be really hard. I'm sure it varies based on the cat too. I'm gonna fish this thing while I'm waiting. I'm gonna get a cosmetic or something. Moose is learning the absence makes the heart grow fonder principle. My poor buddy. I gotta find time, and it's hard because we're like constantly cleaning, and also I kind of gotta catch up on content a little bit because yeah, I gotta pay for all this stuff, man. But, poor guy, we gotta take him for a hike or a walk or something, because, he's getting his outside time, and he's getting his exercise, but, he's just blue, and he was grieving Kira, and I'm sure he still is, and then he was, like, hanging out with the cats, and now we took the kittens away. And, ugh, poor guy, he just misses them. We'll get it all sorted out. Weather's nice, so he's spending lots of time outside. He's been hanging out and enjoying, like, sunny grass and cloud gazing in the yard. We have some garden vegetables and fruit planted that I'm wondering if he's gonna help himself to when they start becoming more evident. Moose really likes garden raspberries, and he really likes carrots, and we have both of them planted, and it's going to be really funny if he learns how to dig up carrots. It'll be funny and also annoying because we won't get any if he just digs them up and eats them. But, he's a carrot boy. I don't even know if a garden carrot would smell like a carrot to him. They're, like, so different from store carrots. Time outdoors helps a lot. Yeah. It's been hard to find time. Yesterday was just like an entire day of like laundry and cleaning and laundry and cleaning and laundry and cleaning. We have a laundry mountain that you fold and put away as many things as you can, and then more laundry comes out, and it's a lot. But it's all getting clean. This is not up. It says it's up and it's not. Have you considered a catio? They seem great. I would love one eventually. I don't have the money for it at this particular moment. That seems like a much later me project. Using the black light a lot. No, we used it a little bit, but the problem is that ringworm is not the only thing that will fluoresce under a black light, and it was about to make me absolutely lose my mind. So we put it away for the moment. It wasn't helping. Some polyester fibers will just fluoresce, and you'll never know if that's like an infected cat hair or just part of your shirt. And that was about to make me cry. Partner has forbidden me from taking the black light into the kitchen. You know what's fun? Steam cleaner in the kitchen. At some point, I want to do my glass cooktop. Not because of ringworm. I don't think there's any ringworm there, but just like for fun. It's pretty clean, but like, what if we could get it really clean? Who doesn't love making a very old appliance look brand new? We'll transport you right back to 1995 when that thing was manufactured. Oh, man. I was cleaning my washing machine with it, actually, and I was, like, so satisfied. It was fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna float back, do a little lap, and then maybe go to Voidstorm. 95 is old. In appliance terms, yes. I think so. In people terms, not at all. Once I did notice an odd color to an egg after cracking it, hit it with a black light. Intense green glow, and apparently that's a Pseudomonas infection. I don't have any idea what that is. That's terrifying. Cursed egg. Uh-oh. Bacteria. Oh. New fear unlocked. Yikes. Was it pretty obvious? That's upsetting. Holy mackerel. 95 back when they were built to last more than 5 years. Right? Our stove oven combo is pretty old. I don't know if it's 95, but it's pretty old. But it like mostly works. And I'm kind of like learning all of its quirks, so I feel uninclined to replace it with a newer one because I feel like as long as it's working, I should just use it. Because I'd hate to spend a bunch of money on a new one and then get into that cycle of like replacing it every 5 years because the new ones don't last as long. So I'm just kind of like learning what the oven temperature really means, you know, and like which burner's actually going to boil water and stuff. This rare's not up. I don't know why I'm sitting here. That's just not gonna do anything. Color was odd even under normal light. Did it smell weird? I don't know if I'm gonna have money for it at the end of all this, but one thing I would like to do is buy an actual dresser to store my clothes in. We have, we have dressers, but they're cardboard covered in like a very thin layer of very cheap fabric. They were never intended to last this long. It was just I got them a couple of moves ago to just temporarily have something to put my clothes in. They're very cheap, and they've moved a few places now and taken some damage. And I would like one that's made out of like wood. You know, that would be nice. But we'll have to see what the Hazelnutty coffers are looking like at the other end of Fungus Gate. Didn't notice any smell. Ordinary eggs from the store. Oh. Wild. How am I doing? I'm skipping those two. I don't want to, like, get hung up here forever, so I think I'm just gonna go do Voidstorm. Things not lasting makes home-cooked food cost more. Bad for the nation's health. Yeah. Facebook Marketplace for dresser can work. Got a decent one recently. Yeah. I don't know about Facebook Marketplace. I'm not on Facebook. And it's one of those things that really wants you to use, like, I guess you could use a fake name and a fake photo or something, but that's not going to give people a lot of confidence when you go to their house to pick something up. I don't know. I don't really want to touch it. I know I know that's how people buy and sell stuff, but it's just like a security risk that I can't stomach. Here we go. Voidstorm. What we do now is crack the eggs individually into a ramekin to make sure they're okay, and then add them to whatever we're cooking. This is the way, I swear. I started doing that exact same thing too. I crack my eggs into a little dish before I cook them anywhere. And I started doing it not because of cursed bacteria eggs, which is my new fear now, but because of whenever I crack an egg like on the side of a pan that I'm cooking on, I always just like spill a tiny bit of egg on the stove and then it gets burned on. Like that's half of why my stove is gross, is just from like cracking eggs directly into like whatever the pan is. And I make like massively less of a mess, and also I have a better opportunity to fish out any bits of shell if they did make it in, although I don't really freak out about a tiny bit of eggshell in my egg. I kind of just eat it. I feel like it's fine. Anyways, it's easier to get rid of any shell if you crack it into a dish first. And it's not like the dish is hard to clean because you didn't cook the egg in it. There's a little thingy. Hi, what's the progress on mounts from rares? 2 out of 8. Stream title is accurate for the moment. We have this one that I'm on now from Eversong, and I have the Augmented Storm Ray from Voidstorm. I stocked up on eggs recently, so I'm set now. I was out of them for a bit. I went to make ramen, and I was like, what do you mean ramen without an egg? Times really are tough. But we're stocked now. No, you all good. Sometimes I don't always update my stream title mid-stream, so sometimes it's in the title, but it's not accurate because I had one drop. But we have not had any dropped yet today. Any luck? No. Long. Voidstorm has long loot lists, especially because there's like Stormarian cores from everything. For what reason, I don't really know. Ooh, I wonder if I should... That's the world boss, right? Perdaxis? That would be a good thing to do for Trader's Tender. If I could just like sneak into a group and do it. Looks like a world boss to me. If I can sneak into a group and do it, I could use the Trading Post credit. Not Trader's Tender specifically, but just Trading Post credit. Did some grinding. Finally got the Kelp and Bush drops from the ritual sites yesterday. Oh, nice! Pardon me. Lucky, lucky. That's exciting. Do you see yourself using any of them, or how do you guys feel about like the void effects on like stuff like that? Kelp Stalker. That's not the one. Void touched. I feel like I'm a hater, but I'm sure people do like them. Yeah. 1.24%. Looks weird. It's not something. It just. I feel like it clashes with my self. You know, like it doesn't. Your character looks funny. It kind of looks like I'm on a mounted void form, except that my mount didn't come with me, but it's also reversed. Really a number go up situation. Happy for that. Still working on mount number achievements. Yeah. I have made my peace with letting some mounts go, but total mount number is still going up. We are getting more of them. That's for sure. I guess I decided to let go of my total number go up when I decided to stop just getting mounts from the trading post just because they're mounts. Otherwise I would be getting like the goat, the riding goat maybe, from the trading post this month, because it's only like 300 tender. I have the tender. I don't think I would miss 300 tender, but also like I have a riding goat that looks almost exactly like that. We're talking goats. We got a whole menu of colors, so you can really pick your poison there. Is there a duck mount? No, I don't think there is. You should ask Zoldak about it sometime. I think he's still salty. He wanted duck druid forms. And probably also duck mounts, but druid forms. And when we got ducks in Dragonflight, that was like the time, and then it didn't happen. But I could be wrong. Maybe there is, and I'm just forgetting it. Family. Not a feather mane. Kind of forgot I was fighting World Boss for a second. They should definitely give duck mounts a quack at some point. I imagine they will. I think we're probably going to get every type of mount under the sun eventually. Did eventually get moose mounts after some vocal desire for them. What was that? Warbound trinket. But I got my world boss credit. 750. 250 more of this. Any gold world quests? Yeah, there are actually. I'll do a little lap of the rares, and then I'll probably come do a few of these gold world quests for trading post credit, and also just for my weekly. If we can get weird shiny squirrels, why not ducks? Yeah, I mean, they may do them as shop mounts at some point. Void Scythe is downtown. This is Tremora. Ducks aren't proportioned right to look nice as a mount for most people. Non-gnome people. They could just give you a giant duck. They can make anything work. We have bugs. We have elephants. I feel like the scale can be scaled. Imagine they come out with gnome-only mounts. Or, like, race-locked mounts. How funny. People would, like, just, like, seethe with rage and hatred. But, like, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I guess I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool for, like, for if that's your race, you know. Sad the squirrels are locked behind IRL money. Haven't purchased anything since 2024. I'm sure some people for those are doing, like, they're making gold and then doing WoW tokens and doing them with WoW tokens. I am not getting them out of principle, so I am right there with you as a non-squirrel owner. You will not see me on one of those. I don't even like keeping my camera on them. If somebody goes by me on one of them, I like pan away. Hiss. Boo. Not for me. Appreciate that this guy has the courtesy to just sit on top of a hill and not be in like some deep dark cave buried way under it. Born to be a hater. Love it. You gotta have somewhere to healthily exercise your hater tendencies without actually like bullying anybody. I feel like shop mounts are a fine thing to direct my loathing at. Yeah, maybe they'll do one for trading post and then I'll get it. I would accept that. Down we go. Oh, I'm not the only one up to these now. But I don't think they particularly care whether I get shop mounts or not. Plenty of people are buying them. They are making their money. What do I really want to see from Trading Post? I never know until they do it. I like when they do fun and goofy, like, transmog. I loved the food transmog items, like the food weapons. The bread and the corn and the peppers and stuff. You could take it even further. Give me a pie as an offhand. That would be great. Imagine, like, pie fist weapons that cause, like, little bits of, like, flying cream, you know? May end up with the squirrels at some point, confess. They are kind of targeted at us a little bit. At there's some overlap between squirrel enjoyers and us hanging out here, is what I'm trying to say. Like Whimsical, but I don't end up using them in-game much. Yeah. I feel like all I mog is Whimsical now. I almost never make, like, a serious mog with, like, raid tier. I don't even look at like, whenever a new raid tier set is data mined and people are looking at different class sets, I don't even look at them anymore because I know I'm not going to use it. It's going to be some version of, like, a serious clerical robes with, like, screaming prayer faces or whatever. It's going to have some drippy chains or, I don't know, layers. It'll be fine. I'm going to be out here in my fairy wings and my baguette dagger doing my thing. Only storm mount I ever bought was the Gilded Britosaur. Not really a mount. Yeah, that one's, like, just massive utility. I caved on that one. I did gold for WoW tokens. It worked out to be less gold than the original Britosaur was. It was like 3 point something mil, I think, in tokens. Ish. Buttering for the light. Any rare? No. Okay, what do I want to do that's going to give me gold? Gold world quest. This one would be good. Also, maybe I should pick up the weekly while we're over here. Get a tiny bit of rep with the Slayer's Duellum. Gotta love a good Duellum. Really like the Abras tier set for priests. I did use a little bit of that, actually. That was a good one. I think that my undead priest is still wearing, like, the pants from it. This is where the, it's getting a little lost. This is where you pick up the quest.
What? I mean, how can I help? Speed, if you must.
Nope.
Get
This is where you pick up the quest.
New doorways have opened to us.
That's the one. New raid tier set gets discovered. More interested in what it does and what it looks like. I can't remember the last time I had a tier set that, like, really affected my rotation in an interesting way. They seem to make them more passive these days, which is it's fine. But it does make me less worried about what it does. Or, like, when I get it. It's just kind of a numbers thing. Still remember the outcry about the Sparkle Pony, which was the first, yeah. Sparkle Pony was the first digital shop mount. TCG mounts did predate that. They've had TCG mounts. I don't remember when the first one came out. A long time ago. They had TCG stuff in Wrath. Might have predated that too. Those were kind of like a much smaller scale, though. It's still like a paid mount for sure, and they could get very expensive. Especially if you were trying to buy the specific card off like eBay or whatever, like to get like a code for a Spectral Tiger. It was very expensive. Probably even more so now because they don't print them anymore. I feel like everybody has a line when it comes to cash shop stuff, and there's nothing wrong with wherever your line happens to be. At the end of the day, it's like a optional thing you can pay for or not pay for. And you can be upset or not upset about it, and it could make you ignore it, or it could make you leave the game, or you could buy it and enjoy it. Like, all are valid options. There's no, like... You're not... In the grand scheme of it, you're not hurting anybody here. I didn't really mind when they first started doing shop mounts, and I bought the first handful of shop mounts and pets for like a few years. For me, I think the line was when they started coming out with them what felt like every month. Right around when they started doing, I want to say the Kodo pack, there was like a pet and a mount. I think I maybe ended up getting them with balance, but they're around when they did the Kodo pack was when they kind of started to lose me. And then they just started coming out with so many of them that I just kind of burnt off the whole thing. New to the game, wondering what's a good class for grinding mounts and transmog. Whew, you want to look for, there's a bunch of options. Classes with good movement speed are great. So the only like wrong answers are probably like Warlock and Priest. Maybe like Death Knight. Really good answers are Druids are great. I think Hunters are pretty good. Druid is probably the best answer for just farming stuff. Mogs and mounts and whatnot. They've got great movement speed. They've got good teleporting around. You can dream teleport to kind of get back to instance entrances, which is great for Mog runs. Druid, I think, is your best answer. I do plenty of it on Hunters, though. Rogues are great. Monks are great. Lots of warriors are great. Lots of classes are fast. I would just say, stay away from DK, Priest, and Warlock, and you'll be fine. I resent that statement. I run pretty fast with my feet on fire on my lock and lock portal. Yeah. Whatever you need. Whatever keeps you... I'm not saying you can't farm Mog on them, but like compared to almost any other classes are going to be faster. They're going to have easier spammable AoE to clear instances with. You can do it on a Warlock, but it is worse. And I will die on that hill. Whatever, boats your float. Priest is bad too. Priest is also bad. Priest is right up there with Warlocks and Death Knights. Death Knights have gotten a little better, but they're still not good. In terms of running old instances and speed, anyway. Mage at least has Blink and Arcane Explosion. I would put them kind of mid-pack. Maybe mid-lower pack, but not bottom of the pack. But some of these classes I haven't played for a long time, so their movement toolkits may have changed. My information may be out of date. How are we doing? 65% here. Alt and whatever your feather hotkey is will cast feather directly on you. No need to place it on the ground. Oh. I always just used a macro. I've always, for my priest, just had a feather macro that casts it at player. Or you could put your name in, but player works fine too. And that will just insta-cast it on yourself as a buff. It will place it at your feet without needing to hold down a modifier. But good to know in a pinch. Farming on my rogue, always crazy fast. Sprint, grapple hook, crazy coverage. Yeah, rogues, monks, demon hunters, warriors, all fast. Shamans are kind of medium. They have Ghost Wolf. We love that for them. Good for them. There is another way of farming. Oh, hey. Singularity champion. Oh, neat. I wasn't ranked 20 yet with Singularity, but I am now. Good for me. It's funny, that only gave me like 75 rep, but that was enough. That did it. Another way of farming. Turn off your brain, take something tanky, turn a movie on, pull the instance very slowly, be safe, not efficient while thinking about other things. Multitasking is truly the key to any great, long, intensive project. Time intensive, anyway. Maybe not like effort intensive. I'm gonna clear up my bags a smidge. We're gonna repair, sell the junk, look for the rare gear, and just straight vendor it. Creeping closer to 100k gold on this character. Alright, there are 2 more gold world quests I can do in this zone. I can also maybe do a little fly by the rest of the, like, kind of loop back around the rares that weren't up the first time on my way over there. Oh, Nightbird up. Nice. And my new policy is I don't really mess unless I just accidentally pull one by muscle memory. I'm not messing with elite rares. I'm not doing your Revengris or the Farthana. Screamax is fine. She's not an elite. And we're just skipping them for the sake of time. Do you copy the macro? Did you write it? I think I mean, I didn't invent it, but I think I wrote it out. Either way works fine, though. don't quite get how to write them. It's just a matter of getting it, like the phrasing correct and getting the brackets exactly right. So the feather one is super easy. It's /cast, a space, a square bracket, like, and then @player, and then another square bracket. So that's inside your square brackets. Another space, and then the name of the spell. So Angelic Feather. My macro also happens to have Prismatic Bauble in it. I have a /use Prismatic Bauble. The more you write them, the more you kind of get used to how macros want to be phrased. And you'll kind of learn how to troubleshoot them. It's just a question of making them. I used to have different macros. Like, this is just a macro that casts silence at a mouse over. So /cast space square bracket @mouse over. And sometimes there's more than one way to get to the point that you want. There's more than one right answer. Like, for macros, for a targeting macro, you could use @the target with no spaces. You can also do target equals blank, and it could say target equals focus, target equals player, target equals mouse over, different like valid things. But you don't have to learn it. You can just copy them off of places. I usually, when I'm looking for a macro, I will Google it, and then I will either copy it straight from the forums or wherever somebody posted it, or I'll just kind of look at how they did it, and I'll take the parts of the macro that I want. Pick Druid for now. Can't do raids till level 90. You can. You may or may not, depending on the raid, it may or may not go well. I would try to get to at least 80 before you try. I don't know. Doesn't hurt to go in early. I would just enjoy leveling for the moment. You're going to get lots of transmog while leveling, because anytime that you complete a quest, you'll learn the transmog for all of the gear that quest could have given you. You're going to get all kinds of stuff. You're going to have so much fun. Ooh, you get to pick which race you want to be. Druids are also great, because Druid is the only class that lets you choose. It's got 4 specs. So you can be a tank, you could be a healer, you could be a melee DPS, or you could be a ranged DPS. It's the only class in the game that lets you choose any of those. And they're all valid, especially for farming. I would say Feral. I guess people like Boomkin as well. Boomkin or Feral are really good starting points. I like Feral. You get to be a kitty cat. You get to be in melee. You know, meow, etc. Can't talk about it too much or I'm going to be like, you know what I need is a Feral Druid. Oh, I didn't get my Void Cores. I guess I can pick them up. Whoopsies. I need to craft this thing. Started to feel uninspired by my long-term Druid main. May designate a co-main. Can't demote my Druid. He's 20 years old. Void Repository. Yeah, I feel that way too. I feel like I'm decentering the main language from my decision, you know, like I could raid primarily on my warrior next tier without saying like that has to be my main, you know. What if I'm just playing it? I'm just being extra. I like the term co-main, that's awesome. Both equal. Heat the blade with the flames. Liliana Green, thank you very much for the 62-month resub. Appreciate it. Cool to me meeting people who've played the game so long. So much knowledge about it because the game is massive. Aww. We kind of... Streams are great because we kind of crowdsource knowledge. I might know something because I've been playing a while, but if I don't know something, someone here knows it, which is nice. Heat the blade with flames. Yeah. And there's usually enough people around that even if none of us knows it, someone will Google it. You're still Hazel, whether you're healing with a light or smashing with a hammer. This may or may not speak to me. Smashing with a stale loaf of bread. I wanted to play around with the character customization and creation for a male Heronir Druid. Forgot what their cat forms look like. They're like they got like the 2 tails. That's right. What do you want? Oh, this is easy. I can do this. I mean, I can do anything, but like this I can do this easily without needing to actually think about anything. Woo! Crumbs in their eyes, blinding them. This is not gluten-free. That really only works against a boss with celiacs. It's just making me want to like stop farming rares and just mog my characters. That's 4 out of 6. We can check. I'm gonna skip those two, so we're not worried about them. Oh, this is an easy special assignment to do. We can do it. What? Then mog your characters. I'm kind of giving up on my priest for the moment. I can't figure out what I want her to wear. I must have cute things, but I don't know what they are right now. Like the troll druids, their forms look like dinosaurs. Yeah, those are cool. Troll shamans also have an option, or I guess any shaman, but it's inspired by troll shamans, have an option to use a glyph to get a raptor for their spirit wolf. If I go to make a Heronir druid, though, I'm gonna spend like 45 minutes in character customization and then not start the druid. So what I should do, I mean, I can just fight this, but what I should do is I should kill mobs in the area to get the item, because the item like diminishes these guys. And I learned that last time when I did everything the hard way. I wonder if those are consumed? Nah. Love that they let you just right-click that now. So much easier. Can start with figuring out what you would name the druid. I could brainstorm. The problem is sometimes I need the character name box to kind of like sort of see it visually and then also tell me if it's available or not. Like, I could think of a cool name, but if it's not usable, I don't know. I feel like we jam on those. We workshop. We noodle. Maybe I would find a way to give him like a tuna or a tiki name inspired by my kitties. I miss them. I need to hang out with them today. I'm a druid. Oh god, they're making brown sugar flavored Oreos. And they're BTS themed. 2 fun facts. Struggling to see the correlation. Both true. I am avoiding sugar heavy food for the moment, just to kind of help out my teeth and just I don't think it's true that the sugar that you eat would feed or not feed a skin fungus, but if it was, I don't know, it just makes me feel better to kind of keep off of it for the moment, so I'm saving dessert for a future date. Dicky fish. My tuna cake. Here's my tuna milk. Oh no, I'm not doing that rare. That's right. $2,000 gold. Skin less red and patchy after not drinking sugar, getting some sun. Yeah. Feels like a decent thing to just do. I can't say that eating processed sugar makes me feel better. Body-wise anyways, so take a break. Biomass, Sindrath, and then we can go to Harendar and start clearing out those. Would swimming in salt water help? Can't say it was on any of the management recommendation pages. Even if it was, ocean's freaking cold, man. Oh. I don't think I should, I wanted to go swimming, but I think I'm gonna stay out of the lake until I don't have open wounds. Just for general hygiene's sake. Nothing is less, like, flattering and sexy than open skin lesions. Nothing feels grosser, I swear. I mean, I'm sure some things feel grosser, but like, oh man. Not something I'm trying to whip out of the beach. Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, Mr. Dave. Still found it funny when they had cookies and cream Oreos. Oreo flavored Oreos. What a concept. Not to spook anyone, sharks were older than trees. Not individual sharks, mind you. Just sharks as a species. Imagine if an individual shark was older than trees. He's just kept swimming. They've had time. Yeah. I kind of love that for them. They just got it right, you know? Good for them. They figured it out. They won. Here they are. Greenland sharks can reach multiple centuries in age. I think it's so cool that some animals live longer than people. I guess just because most animals don't. So you get kind of used to the default being X creature's lifespan is shorter than mine. So whenever a creature like a turtle or I guess a Greenland shark or whatever can live can and tends to live longer than people, I just think that's so cool. I have you know, that's gonna be a wise turtle. Potentially, if it learned from its turtle mistakes. Turtle, tortoise, potatoed. Some animals and critters have lived longer than some countries. That one's not that impressive, though, because some countries are just very new. Countries are not necessarily that old. I'm older than some countries. I don't know which ones, but I'm sure we could Google it. Learned that horseshoe crabs have been around for an insane amount of time. Most sharks in the wild might be eyeing up swimwear in the water, saying, I'll live longer than you, little snack. I don't live in an area where we have man-eating sharks around, but I feel like most sharks aren't like hunting you for food. Isn't it true that most shark attacks, the shark kind of got confused and thought you were something else? And then they spit you out once they realize that you are not, in fact, a dolphin or whatever? And you might, like... not all of you were gonna come out of the shark, but... yeah, I'm not gonna go check, mind you. I'm not gonna go find out whether or not the shark's gonna spit me out. What if I'm delicious? No reported attacks from killer whales. They're good at it. Killer whales is just bad PR. It's just terrible branding. It's just people bullying orcas. I love orcas. They have no interest in killing people. They have killed people, but people kill people all the time. People have killed a lot more people than orcas. And if I was kept like that, I might snap too. Just like the Earth orbits the sun, so does the sun orbit the Milky Way. As a species, they've been around so long, they've done this round trip twice. Oh, sharks. Good morning, EJ. Happy 70-month resub. Appreciate it. We are discussing sharks and other long-lived species that completed their evolution goals a while ago. Maybe we taste like chicken. We would probably taste like pork. I think that's the meat that we're supposed to be most similar to, that people would know what it tastes like. Just genetically. I think. I'm a Twitch streamer. Don't listen to anything I say. I graduated high school and that's it. You hear about the fad some teenage orcas developed of wearing salmon as hats? I did hear that, yeah. Spread to more pods. Aren't the only creatures that completed their evolution crabs? Crabs. If they're so evolved, how come they keep falling for my traps? Also, why am I checking for this rare? It's a Lee. I don't want that one. Crabs, unfortunately for crabs, are very delicious. It's a good thing they've got armor because they're just walking around all yummy and stuff. Anything over here? If I recall correctly, Hydra's immortal. In the context of real life, what is a Hydra? Is it a sea creature? Is it like a microscopic thing? Because I know what they are in WoW and like mythology, but I'm assuming we're not talking Hercules. I think people taste like pork, but I'm just a streamer. Don't listen to me. Number 2 in the list of things I didn't know I'd hear this morning. Listen, I have been on record for years being against cannibalism. Well, cannibalism and people. I'm not really going to hold it against a fish if it wants to eat another fish. Microscopic water creatures. Oh. Let's go see. Do fish of the same species eat each other? And are fish of different species different than us eating chickens? It depends on the fish. Some fish species tend more towards eating their own kind than others, depending on the size. My basic understanding is that most fish will snack on their own fry if they get hungry. Some of them, I'm sure, are... Like, some fish are great parents. And will defend their fry avidly, vigorously against any intruders. But, you know, eggs are delicious. And a general rule in fish keeping is that if a fish is small enough to fit in another fish's mouth, then it's a possibility. Would you be for cannibalism if you weren't a pescatarian? No. Tired of the time walking dungeon grind. I'm level 84, but I just need to get it done. Oh, you're nearly there. You're almost out of the woods. Back when I did eat meat as a kid, pork was like my least favorite one anyway, so I'm like extra not a cannibalism. I'm a cannibal, not a cannibalism. Although you can quote me on I am not a cannibalism, and I will accept that. Throw in some delve questing. Just mix it up if you're feeling like that. I find that the thing that's going to stop me playing fastest is just being miserable and being bored. I think it's better to do something inefficiently as long as it feels satisfying or fun, or there's like something else that you could be working on or collecting. You know, maybe you'll get like a cool delve cosmetic. Or something. This is an excellent conversation. 87 1-8 elves, got 3 out of the way. Yeah, no, 80 90 should be fine. They, I feel like, made it a bit easier semi-recently, too. Any luck? No? Alright. I'm gonna take this character home, probably take my stream break, and then hop onto my warrior and do it all over again. Completed my delve journey, Valeera level 48. Nice. Having her 40 plus helps a lot with like leveling and stuff. It makes her so fast. Oh, I can't quit. I mean, I can, but like I need to, I'll do the catalogers thing. I need to do one more world quest. But in the meantime, I will be right back. need to go eat. We'll bid you adieu. Goodbye. Have a delightful meal. I'm gonna do the catalogger's carpet. That's what we're after. Get our weekly done. Good gold. It's always nice when kind of between content windows, like, you know, seasons and rating and Mythic Plus, when my repair bills and like consumable bills get expensive. It's always nice if I kind of regenerate some gold in between everything, so any gold roll to quest I can do is a good thing. Good evening, Hazel. Hope you're doing better today. Good evening. Thank you very much. I am feeling better today. Things are a little more under control. We spent a lot of time cleaning yesterday. The girl was vacuuming and mopping and doing laundry, and I got up early this morning and set up my steam cleaner. I got a steam cleaner to assist me with this. And it was pretty fun. I felt pretty powerful. You gotta be careful. It seems a little dangerous, but that's okay. Sounds like a nightmare. One of those things that you can add to your book of life experiences to put other things into context. It's not the worst thing I've ever gone through. It's not great. I'm learning a lot about, I don't know, fungus. Yeah, that's good. If I ever get athlete's foot in my life, I'm going to be well prepared to manage it. I'm gonna know exactly what I'm looking for. Hi. Sup, Currents? How you doing? Happy Friday. I do think it would be kind of a kick in the pants to get athlete's foot when you're like not really an athlete. It's like, man, I thought I had to be in the gym for this. What do you mean? I used to worry that I would pick it up at yoga because you're barefoot and you're largely on your own mat, but you step off your own mat occasionally, and other people are also barefoot in the same area. I always thought that might be a place, depending on how well the studio sanitizes, that people would pass it around. Still remember old commercials for medicine for that. Tough actin', tin actin'. Stuff and things. What about you? Yeah, stuff and things. Oh yeah, I'm getting on my warrior, that's right. That's what we're after. Is the game changing story directions after The Last Titan? Will we still play on Azeroth? Impossible to say. I would be surprised if we, like, left Azeroth forever. That would be surprising for me, because I feel like that would be unpopular. And above all else, they really want to keep people happy, I think. I imagine that we're not going to completely leave the planet and everything we know forever. But I'm not terribly plugged into the story. I don't follow it super closely. So anything's possible. 850 here, huh? Ain't no way we get out of the big AZ. Need to do something about that giant sword, bringing down the value. I mean, maybe if we leave it long enough. I was going to say it might rust out, but there's probably not enough humidity in the desert for that. Quick, somebody hose it down. Yeah, what sword? Yeah, I think we could visit other worlds, but I don't think we would leave. A little wild that WoW does have space travel, yet we almost never leave Earth. Isn't Argus in space? I used to leave Earth every week to do my mount runs. Or WoW Earth, anyway. There's a meme where people pretend to not know about the sword. That's what people are doing. What if, like, 3 out of 4 people are memeing and the 4th person is actually like, what sword? What are you guys talking about? What do you mean? Just lost in the sauce. Caught up in the jokes. Isn't it a thing that online communities that are based around pretending to believe goofy misinformation often get infiltrated by people that actually believe that because they don't know about that it's a joke, and then over time they just get wackier and wackier. That is how a lot of online discourse goes. Thoughts about Anduin? Will he take over Stormwind as king? Sure. If not him, who else? I'm really not a story girly. Anduin's had a lot of airtime. Flying spaghetti monster, Sylvanas. Anduin needs therapy. You want to book him in with a sunflower? Don't think he wants the job. I don't know if there's a lot of work involved. That he's not doing already anyway. Welcome to the 2 of 8 Rares Mount Club. Thank you, Dougie Fresh. But he already had the job. Yeah, actually true. Is he not king? Now that you mention it, has he not been king for like a while? Saw a Josh Strife Hayes video about his 100-day streaming experiment. Mentioned that phenomenon as well. Communities attracting people who think the jokes are genuine. Yeah, I could see that being in like a kind of a dark direction for streaming, especially if you're talking like politically. Is why I don't appreciate politically edgy humor. Is like, even if it was funny, you're gonna get people who think you're serious. He is MIA. Who is the current person in place? Apparently I have no idea. City's just leaderless. Everyone's running amok. I'm not even over there. That video does sound up my alley. I've never heard of that creator before, but I'm always interested in like meta creator stuff and streaming stuff because it's kind of my wheelhouse. Bad sign if you have to ask who the king is. What if it means that we've really decentered the cult of celebrity around the monarchy in WoW, in that we've kind of forgotten who's king? He can just get on with kinging without needing to deal with all the paparazzi. He's a paladin, dude. You would like him? He's British? Would I like him because he's British, or are you just providing additional information? Makes good videos. We did because nobody ever aura farmed as hard as that last guy again. Just a bit of color, okay? Don't get me wrong. I follow and enjoy a lot of British comedians, or I'd say creators, but I'm mainly thinking about Alex Horn and Greg Davies and anybody who's ever been on Taskmaster. They're British. Largely. Some of them. Some percent. Story after the last Titan. The new kind of Stormwind. You. Tests MMOs. Oh, here in your druid. Speaking of them. Look at that. That's a cool form. And they're off. Check it out, let me know. Here, let me like write something down because I will forget. This one at least is free. I don't really watch YouTube videos about video games, which is funny because I'm a YouTuber who plays video games. I don't really watch like any gaming content. But that one would probably be fine. I found a pen and no paper, so I guess I'm out of luck. I'm not writing it on my arm. I'm not 16 anymore. I got ink on enough of my shirts. I used to do that all the time. I would write stuff on my hand. You never had a notepad handy. What if we become the president of Stormwind to get to build it into a city with reasonable infrastructure, finally? Probably good. Hate to see you be influenced by others. I mean, it's kind of like, it kind of goes both ways. Like, I feel like, or not goes both ways, but like, if you heard about an author who said, I refuse to read books because I don't want my style to be influenced, you would hopefully think, wow, what a tool. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, it makes sense to educate yourself about the landscape in which you are creating media. You know, I don't think having influences invalidates anybody's style or whatever. But I don't know what my problem is. Since Turalion's already kind of in charge, I always assumed it would be him. He fell into a hole. Is he missing? Has anyone seen him? Listen, just like fix up the beard on his kid and have him do it.
The Twilight Blade are attempting to reclaim Deathhold.
Not like lead Stormwind, but pretend to be Turalion. Not like you don't think about streaming. A lot will probably echo what you experienced anyway. Maybe, yeah. It would be interesting though, just because I have one point of view about streaming. I have my own experience, which is pretty insular. It's pretty specific. I deal with some parts of streaming, and others I have like no experience with at all. I don't really collaborate with other streamers. I don't have any of the social benefits or downsides to being part of like a network of people. I also almost never do sponsorships, which is, again, like a good and a bad thing. I make dramatically less money than most people, but I don't have to spend as much time doing advertisements. I'm not shilling things as much. Not saying I'll never do it, but for the time being, I can kind of, you know, speak whatever I want about whatever I want and not be limited by a contract that I signed. I am not going to BlizzCon. A couple times you did for a wild experience. Yeah. I absolutely should do more. I should try to get back on that horse, but I should do a lot of things. You know, stick it on the list. Oh, that's sweet, Wolfcloud. You're very nice. Eretor, too wary of the light to impersonate Turalyon. It's a proverbial list right now. Every time I write it down, I hyperventilate. Well, hey. Updating the stream intro comes to mind, though. In terms of stream-specific things I should do, that is definitely one of them. Get this girl out of Dornegal? Yeah. One thing at a time. Ain't broke, why fix? That's why I'm kind of lazy with it. I don't... it would be nice to get it sorted. It's always a good sign that I'm getting a little bit more on top of my stuff whenever I get around to something like that, but I don't realistically think it's going to prevent anybody from enjoying the content. So, it's not an emergency, and therefore is usually... That's why it takes so long, as it falls to the bottom of the list. Most things are more urgent than that. I think you should troll us with a new intro features you strolling through Shattrath. I thought about just doing one in housing. Just various scenes of Inksy relaxing around her house, because that could technically be ageless. You know, that's not specifically midnight. I could just leave that for as long as I want and not have to worry about updating it. I might do that, honestly. Instead of, like, walking, just have her reclining in various areas of my home and property. I don't have all my old intros. I have a tendency to delete things when I'm done with them. I do have a folder of old video outros that have like the Twitch banner across the bottom and then the music that I stick on the end of YouTube videos. I only use a handful of them, but I have like a whole folder of old vlog ones because I used to update it every now and then whenever I would change my hair. Certainly have fewer randoms walking through your footage. I don't know if I have the Murloc Dance one. I can look. Let me see. I'm not real thorough about keeping things, but I have some in cards. Archived. 2021 baking stream. Oh, it's me and Kira. I have a couple good ones with Kira. I have me bald with Kira. Oh. This is why I can't get rid of any of these. Hang on. This is like my baby girl. Also, my hair was sick back then. I kind of want to dye it again. Also sick hair. She used to just love hanging out, you know? I have a bunch of these. Look at the muffin! I'm gonna cry. I was going through documents and organizing them. I had like a big kind of chaos pile of just different documents that I've saved because they're like vaguely important, but they weren't like in any order, and I went and categorized them. So I have like a folder of like house stuff and a folder of immigration stuff and like whatever. And I came across a bunch of vet records. I had all of Kira's like vaccine records and stuff. Sad. I found her little rabies vaccine tag. I don't need that anymore. No one cares if she's vaccinated against rabies. She's gone. Boo. We were so young. No, I don't have the Murloc Dance. I don't think. It's not in the folder.
May your arrows strike ever true, especially against the Rutani.
Get them through it. I never want to make myself not think about her. I don't ever want to avoid thinking about her if she comes to mind or that's what I feel like doing. So whenever we feel sad, we just feel sad. I miss her. She was warm and fuzzy and she loved me. And I loved her a lot. We had a lot of good naps. Also, not to compare or anything, but she never gave me ringworm. Oh, hello, Hazel and everyone. Hi, Nadia. How you doing? Happy Friday. Don't worry. I won't hold it against the babies. It's not their fault. They were making big biscuits on my lap when I was hanging out with them in their zone yesterday. I don't think they're mad. Ringworm. Yeah. Oh no is right. Welcome to Fungus Facts with Hazel. Thinking of going back to legacy content for Mog Farming? Been doing that with Dragonflight raids. Some of the mythic level tier sets, missing 1 or 2 pieces. Yeah, it's a good idea. I was thinking about doing mount runs in Dragonflight content sometime. I am sure there are mounts from those raids that I don't have. Hasn't struck me hard enough for me to actually go do it though. On antibiotics, I too am miserable. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate taking them. I do when I need to, mind you, but I hate taking them. They make me feel so crummy. Get lots of good probiotics to help your tummy out after. Other hand got 3K, done with Mythic Plus. Nice, congratulations. Yeah, hard work. Tuna and Tiki are both also on antibiotics, not for their fungus, but for like a different thing. Poor guys. Thank you. I was talking about this earlier, but it's so funny to me that Tuna will just eat the pill. you just put a little food on it and put it on your finger, and he just goes, "Oh, yummy!" Ow. It's not even like a flavored pill. It's not even one of the ones that's like supposed to be like a cat treat. He's just, bless Tuna. He doesn't have a lot of thoughts in his head. He got so sick when he was on it, I had to stop giving it to him, which I know you should never do at my wit's end. Yeah, it can really mess with their tummies. My boys are kind of like already having upset tummies, so it's kind of a, and it's for their upset tummies, like, it's to try to help their, yeah. We're gonna finish our course, but poor guys. Doesn't need thoughts, just little head. Yeah. Besides, Tiki's there. He can do all the thinking. He's the brains of the operation. You can just put Tuna in front of anything, and he will just kind of do the related activity. You cuddle, he purr. You put him in front of food, he eat. You put him in front of water, he drink. You put him in box, he pee. Like, he's just like a little... Oh, man. Love him. Little Toonie. Oh, poor baby. They have gastritis. They had an overgrowth of Clostridium, some kind of Clostridium bacteria. So I have antibiotics and I have probiotics, and if it doesn't clear them up, then I might need to look at food sensitivity, or like just trying another, probably more expensive food. Tuna's tummy's actually doing fine. He's proud of him doing some perfectly normal poops, but Tiki's having trouble. It's a good thing we're cleaning a lot anyways, because we're cleaning for a few different reasons. Tuna sounds like a very appropriate name. He's my tuna cake. He's my tuna milk. Kahuna tuna. I don't think they identified the exact bacteria. They just gave us some metronidazole. Got a hamster 3 weeks ago. Well, little guy, he's also not very bright. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping that helps them, because the poor guys have been having on and off diarrhea since we got them. Anybody home? Anybody home? Yeah. Poor guys. We are going to fix those cats. Maybe need to replace the batteries. Light might get stronger. In that hamster. 2 orange cats. Peak stereotype of orange cat. 1 especially. What's the quirkiest thing they like to do? Open question for anybody with pets. I love hearing about pet quirks. What's like the quirky move? My Tiki cat, my little black cat, does body slams of love, where he gets so excited and so happy that he's loving on you, he'll like climb on your lap aggressively, and then he'll be kind of like head bumping you, and then he'll just become overcome with love, so he just like body slam flops against your body and then starts rolling around, and then he'll get up to do it again, like he wants to throw his body into you. It's so cute. It may hurt eventually if he gets big enough. You really sense it. Male cat loves cuddling so much he starts drooling. Oh, Louis does parkour when he's pooped. Kira used to get poop zoomies, post-poop zoomies. She would use the box and then she would just go... Pow. Cat lays down like a trussed chicken. It was like little arms and legs up. Dumbest one has 0 sense of space, will end up rolling himself down the stairs, misses anything he tries to jump to. Tuna was pretty clumsy like that. That sounds really cute. Tuna's he's still growing, so he's still kind of figuring out how long his arms and legs are, but he kept trying to jump up on top of things like the arm of the couch before he went to jail. And then he would just bounce off the face of it instead of actually making it on top. It was sad, but like pretty funny. And then one time he went to jump onto the back of the couch and he overshot it. Like he jumped too hard and he almost landed, but he had too much momentum, so he just went woo. And you could see the look in his face where he realized he was not going to stick the landing. But he like almost like it was almost one continuous motion. It was so funny. Weird pet behavior. How quick can I type? Finley once rolled over in bed and fell between the mattress and the footboard and got wedged in there. Yo, same. Dog will only eat her food if A, partner and I have food, and B, make sure her cat brother can watch. The cat's a fatty and she's teasing him. Aww. Finished Lore Master today. Started back doing Exploration tab achievements. Had the paint pot. Couldn't find it. Back to the OG tune. Found it in my bags. What a waste. Need a guide on bag management. Yeah, there's just so much stuff floating around. It's so easy to miss stuff like that. Have French doors into the living room. Louis will just parkour up and hang on the door until gravity gets him. Like, what are we trying to accomplish? I love it / hate it when they're like jumping at something, but there's nothing there, and you're like, do you see ghosts or do you know something? Tuna will like jump vertically and try to throw himself against the frame of a door, like on the trim. And like he's trying to get something that's hanging there, but there's nothing hanging there. And it's only Tuna, and it's always the same door. Nearly Black Torty is taken to calling me to see her when she goes to the box, and once I'm watching her, squats and finishes her business quietly, then leaves without fanfare. She needs you to watch her back. One of mine prefers if I'm in the room when he uses the box. He will do it without me there, but he would prefer supervision. Cats are not all of them are as keen on privacy as you'd think they are. I feel like I project onto them and I assume they want privacy because I want privacy, but not so much. Cat is obsessed with the Fortiflora, screams every morning. Oh, the pouch! Carries it around until mid-afternoon when he puts it outside his litter box. Oh, wow. My guys were getting the cat version of that for ages. I never give him the pouch, though. That's funny. Give me my thing! Gave the dog a raw egg. Wasn't sure how to deal with it. Dropped it on a patch of grass. Dropped it on concrete. Managed to crack it, finally. Do you know how these rare spawning patterns... roughly like a 10 to 15 minute respawn time. I just kind of do laps until I feel like I've done enough rares from a zone, and then I move on to a different zone. You could camp a specific spot until a rare spawns. I don't usually bother because I have more characters than I can really get through in a day. Maybe later on, when I'm down to fewer zones, I might want to stick it out and actually do like every eligible rare from that zone. Or at least all the non-elite ones. Anybody up? No. How are we doing on Marl? 4K here and 9K. Yeah, it's starting to grow back. Can still use a lot more. Oh, hang on. I wanted to see in this zone if there's anything I'm specifically trying to buy. World bosses, abundance, oh gosh. Void assaults. Ritual skull for the vile feather essences. Zone draw. Oh, so vile essences, right? Yeah, okay. These mounts don't even exist. I don't know why I'm trying. Next one. Could be right around the corner. You never know. What if it's the next rare kill? Nice day to go for a flight. You know what voice line from a somewhat recent expansion has stuck with me? That I have a weird habit. Not a weird habit, but like the uncontrollable urge to say whenever I'm like outside on a vaguely nice day with a breeze. It's a bright day with exceptionally favorable winds. A perfect day for a race. Missed that one. Can't get rid of that one. That is my turtles trying to make it to the water. I will never let that one go of my brain. It's got its hooks in me. She just sounds so she sounds so happy about it. And then the Undermine version is dim lighting and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race. Been on a real winds howling grind. Shout out if anyone gets that. I'm gonna try that next time I get pulled over for speeding. What do you mean next time? Oh no, you didn't say next time. You just said when. What are these birds doing here? I don't know that one. Who says that? Algathers? Oh, Algathar. I'm just gonna tank this for a minute. Whoa! You know winds howling? I do not. Currents does. Worst dragons ever can't get rid of birds. You know what you need is bigger birds. Hey, I did that one. Go take a look for these guys. Had absolute brain rot in Cinderbroom Eatery. Oh, those ones are excellent though. Those ones are so good. They're long. Those are long lines to quote. I'm trying to think of it. It was Goldie Baronbottom. Your friend signed some papers he didn't read. Those are my vocal stims. What was the one about unlock my bees? I need to run that dungeon again. The BEO herself. That's right. Time to bust out my bees. Yeah, no, that's like a top tier dungeon for voice lines. Because it's got so many good ones. Like, lots of dungeons have a few good ones. Like, one comes to mind. Freehold. The whole speech before they let the pigs go. That's excellent stuff. That's really good stuff. Would you look at that? They caught a pig. That's a good one. Multi-purpose. But we had to lock up your bees. Like, come on. It's costing us too much labor. First place. Oh, I've got lots of good ones from Hearthstone BGs, but nobody knows them because I'm the only person dumb enough to play like hundreds of hours of Hearthstone Battlegrounds with Fizzy as a bartender. Like, people play that game, but there's so many different bartenders with different voice lines. It would have to be someone else who also loved Fizzy, and I think it's just me. I think I'm the only one. Fizzy comes out all the time, though, because she had a lot of good lines that are, like, fit many situations. Like, one of her lines is, do you know what time it is? So, anytime that my poor husband, pray for him, asks me what time it is, if I'm feeling particularly brain rotted, I can be like, time for an epic comeback! And then he just kind of looks at me. And then I tell him the actual time. Because I'm the one that usually wears a watch. Now I wonder if people not growing up with TV still have jingles stuck with them forever. I have, like, our local mattress commercial jingles lodged in my brain until the end of time. But, like, they're not all, like, they're like, local, right? Like, I think you'd have to be on the island for some of them. It's high noon somewhere in the world. So keep stumbling on opportunities, for it ain't smoked, it ain't Gouda. Yeah, see, I don't know a lot of these. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, Stanley Steamer. We had Dodd's Furniture and Mattress. Had like a jazzy little doo. And then the guy, Dodd, I guess, he's like one of those, like, You get it sometimes with like car dealership owners, but this is like a furniture and mattress store. But like he puts himself in like all of the branding. Like he is the face of this thing, and it's just like this middle-aged guy who's like, That's Todd. I could pick him out of a lineup. Doodaloo. I don't remember what they said anymore, but I used to hate in Oregon. There was like a jeweler or like a diamond commercial that would play in the radio, and I loathed it. I don't even remember what they said that irritated me so much, or like what brand it was, but the vibes were not with it. Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane. Anyone else hate those Deal Dash commercials? I wonder if nowadays people get exposed to different commercials because they're so targeted, so people wouldn't have the same ones. Yeah, it was Shane. That's who it was. I don't remember if I had a good reason or not, but I disliked them. When you report a plant, you probably mean repot. When you repot a plant. If you're going to report a plant, you got to make sure you send samples to the correct authority. This plant has done crimes. Shake the old earth off. Depending on the plant, what I normally do is I will very gently loosen the roots. It's not so much about getting rid of the old dirt, although you can to some extent. It just kind of, if the plant is like really tightly root bound, you want to kind of loosen the ball a little bit to help it grow in. But you don't want to like savage it. If you do a ton of damage, it's going to take a little bit of time to get caught back up. And if it's not super root bound, I will usually just plonk it right in. Plants are great because they want to live, usually. So you just kind of do your best and they'll figure it out. I'm still waiting for my marigolds to bloom. They've been looking like they're on the cusp of blooming for like days and days now, and every day I go check them. I have it in my mind that everything will be okay if this flower will just open, and they're just like, just not doing it. They are refusing to let me hang my emotional well-being on this flower. Phone's ads are starting an architecture-based ads. My algorithm started trying to serve me baby ads, and I'm like, what did I Google? What do you mean? Who do you think I am? How dare you? And then I just have like a slight sense of relief that of all the things I'm budgeting for, I'm not budgeting for diapers. I appreciate that. I would not deal with that well right now. It's not in the budget. Keep getting baby ads too. Is it demographic? Is it just because I'm a woman and I'm 33 and it probably knows that I got married and bought a house? And it's like, yo, she about to pop a few out. Yeah, they may think I am a married woman, recent homeowner in my early 30s. There may be some demographic overlap. Someone on your Wi-Fi signal looking stuff up too. I doubt it. It's possible. I think the person on my Wi-Fi signal is looking up a lot of fishing gear. Also, a woman 33 didn't get married. Maybe they're trying to say something. Seems like enough of this. Let's go do Voidstorm. Phone heard you saying baby, didn't know you were talking about your fur babies. You know what I actually did buy and was like looking for was baby toothbrushes, because I needed tiny toothbrushes for the kittens. And cat toothbrushes are like weirdly expensive when it's literally just a small toothbrush. So I was looking at like developmental toothbrushes. That's probably what did it. Aside from just the demographic clues. And I did end up buying some, and they're very cute, and they're for my cats. Tuna doesn't mind it. Tuna likes the toothpaste. Tiki's kind of not having it. I'm giving him a little break from it, because he's got a lot going on right now. Problems can get in line. Fishing gear to go feed a family, perhaps. Voice remover so quick, and here and there spend almost an hour. So many people. Yeah, I wonder why. Once we got yummy toothpaste, let him chew on the brush. Dog was totally on board. Yeah. Moose is a great sport. Moose is all about it. I can like get in there and move his lips around. And you kind of have to move his lips around so you can see what you're doing. And he still needs a professional tooth cleaning somewhat soon as I can afford it, but like you definitely buy some time by doing their teeth every night. A high pop realm, that might be the issue. Yeah. Time of day definitely plays into it too. I usually have a bit more luck on weekdays. Well, I guess it is a weekday. $8 p.m. here. Yeah, that would do it. I think I'll start farming them in the morning. Could always try war mode. Give it a whirl. I'm not doing it, but it's possible that there's more rares up there if you did want to look for more tonight. But bed is also, or not bed, but like logging off is also always valid. Queen rare should have been a mount. Love me a good jellyfish. Or sea jelly. I'm on a horde-based realm and I'm Alliance. I don't think so. Who paid you? Who have you been talking to? I'm tired. Hi everyone, happy wowing. Hello. Happy wowing to you too. Hope you're having a good day. I'm farming rare mounts. Or farming rares for mounts. If nothing else, we're getting lots of marl. I need more purple log. I just don't know if I really want to like commit to spending. I guess we're always going to get more marl. I'm not going to run out of marl. Pretty colors out there. Meat monsters. There's a couple of extra scary rares in this zone that I tend to try to... I was fighting them for a while, but I'm skipping them now. I don't have time for that. Farming rares will continue until morale improves. Morale or morale? You making a fungus pun? You would. Do we think today's gonna be lucky? We have another hour left. I say as my headphones start to die. I was looking back through all the different hair colors I've done in my past. Maybe just because it's summer, but I'm feeling like maybe I want to do it again. I was gonna do like an under dye. And I'm not doing it anytime soon because, again, money. But like, I was gonna do an under dye, but I might just say frick it and just wing the whole head. Like I used to before I used to go to a salon. Green, my fave. I like pink a lot. I think that pink is like a warm pink is kind of my favorite. The blue brought out my eyes, but it was like really cool. The green was pretty, but like the green that I wore to BlizzCon, I felt like made me look a bit like it didn't. I don't know if it flattered my undertones. The blue green is always nice. Love teal. Oh, the currency, yeah. They spell it M-A-R-L. Marl, which is, I guess, some kind of a fancy word for dust. Partner went to get her hair dyed and cut recently. Those prices are such a ripoff. It's... I don't know if it's a ripoff, but it is expensive. It can be very expensive. I think I'm going to be doing my own hair for the foreseeable future. And it will not look as good as when I had it professionally done, and I am willing to make my peace with that. I feel like for me, it's always a little bit more about just having fun and changing things up than looking particularly model ready. I'm not modeling anything anyway. I remember once I had my stylist do an amazing dye job, and I took like 6 pictures, and then I never took any more photos again. I'm just not, I just don't tend to take photos. It's a whole thing, and then I'm like, well, for what? Who am I modeling for? Nobody. Like, what are we doing here? North of 150 euro. I had days, especially if we were doing like a multicolor painting job and then like a keratin treatment and everything. I had like $800+ salon days. It can get very expensive, and you were there for like 8 hours. Like, it's a whole thing. I would spend the entire day there. Doing it yourself at home is definitely cheaper. Oh god, right? Yeah. Starts to make a little sense. It was good. She did an amazing job. My hair looked great.
The void gathers in great strength over here.
I've been cutting it myself for a long time. I don't mind cutting my own hair. I'm also not gonna, I don't know. No one's gonna give me a hard time if my hair is like a little uneven, and my hair is so curly and like fluffy and like textured anyways that like even if I had a perfectly even haircut, it's not like it's gonna look nice. Used to shave my head, but yeah. I mean, don't let them steal bald. I used to shave my head too, and I like having it as a backup option. It's a nice reset. I thought I looked cute with short hair. I liked it. I would do it again one day. COVID got me out of being scared of cutting my hair. Curly's so forgiving, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, I figure it's never gonna look the same on any 2 occasions anyway, so you may as well just have at it. I just do bangs and then some really basic layers with just like a ponytail cut, and then that takes care of my ends. I don't think I'm gonna try to grow it out as long as I used to have it. It's just, I don't need to have my hair long. I don't really wear it down. As long as it's long enough for like a ponytail or a little bun, I'm happy. I'm in my ponytail era. Thanks, Triz. It was so satisfying to be able to just shampoo, condition it, and dry it with a towel so fast. Like, it's a very specific kind of contrast between doing like a curly girl routine and then being able to just kind of like soap. Conditioner was honestly just out of habit, and like a towel. You know what I mean? That was awesome. Do you do a lot to tame your curls now? Not really. I'm more relaxed than I used to be. I know a little bit more about doing them. I also don't really wear it curly much. But I do keep it curly on weekends because I'm not blow drying it every day. I have a product that helps them air dry into reasonable curls. And then, yeah, I wash it more than I used to. I used to have terrible problems when I would try to go days and days between washes, or like try to not shampoo my scalp. Like back when I was doing original curly girl method, my scalp was in horrible shape. I've discovered I need to use actual shampoo, and I need to use it on my head, and I need to do it roughly every other day. And everything's much better. Sometimes the wheel was not broken. You just need a little styling product. Yeah, full curly girl method is just cracked. I'm sure it works for some people. The thing is, curly hair is so specific. Like, it's so different between people. And something that works for one person's, like, hair type and skin type is going to completely destroy somebody else. And it doesn't make it wrong. It's just not what your hair needs. But, like, I used to do, like, the whole thing, like, the apple cider vinegar rinses and the co-washing and the no poo. And, like, it did not work for me. I'm genetically blessed to be able to basically wash my hair with dish soap. Yeah, everything works for some people. People just... Hair is never going to be one size fits all. You got to do what actually works for your head. And also your budget. What works for my head now is whatever shampoo and conditioner happen to be on sale. They all seem to work basically fine. But, like I said, I'm not modeling. I don't need it to look perfect. It's a good thing I don't need it to look perfect or it would get very expensive again. I'm not doing Ravengris, so I guess we can leave him alone. Let's go check for this north one. You ever get close to the end of a longer series of books and feeling some mix of accomplishment and dread? Finding myself surprisingly mixed. I just get the dread. The dread hits me really hard. I never even started the final Discworld novel because I couldn't handle the thought of not having any more left. So I literally have not read the last published Discworld novel. I've read every other one, but I never read the last one because I wasn't ready for it to be over. I tend to get a vague sense of panic until I have my next book lined up. I don't like being out of book. Also, yeah, what you're reading. Clarifying conditioner, non-approved shampoo, shea conditioner, microfiber towel, silk pillowcase. Easy peasy. Yeah. I have like a silk sleep hood and a silk pillowcase. So that works. I like that. Do you have your next book lined up? Yeah, I picked up a secondhand copy of a book that I remember reading as a kid. And I don't remember anything that happens in it, but I've got like just a pocketbook ready to go. And then I have Jane Eyre for after that. I'm reading The Hobbit right now. Tried the hood, slipped off, made me feel trapped. Mine goes super far down my head and it can completely cover my eyes, and I've just embraced that, and now it's a hair cap / eye cover. I look crazy, but that's fine. I think the experience of cutting my hair off and just shaving it completely really made me less precious about like how careful I am taking care of it, because at the end of the day I think I think it occurred to me that it's just hair and then it'll be okay. It's good to take good care of it, but I don't know. Damage is gonna happen one way or another. I'm not opposed to a good blow dryer or little flat iron. I'm basically back to doing what I did in high school. Love the eye mask, sleep so good. Dude, I went through the phase where to dry your hair, you got it sopping wet and then like left a lot of water in it and then put your product in. Actually, I forget if you put your product in yet, but like I did the whole plopping thing onto specifically like a t-shirt. It took so long for my hair to dry. I remember like tying shirts over my head and then letting them sit there for a while and then like very carefully like hanging upside down waiting for my hair to dry. I can't believe I did all of that. I guess we had time. Where am I going, Herondar? How strong were the reactions to the head mowing? Not negligible. Not negligible. It's something you gotta be prepared for people to bring up. Not in person, but online on a daily basis for as long as you have it mowed. Most people can become chill, but you're always, especially online, you're always gonna have new people coming around being like, yo, why is she bald? So you kind of have to accept that and make your peace with it. There's no world where people are just gonna pretend it's not a thing. I had a lot of people consoling me on my cancer diagnosis. That was crazy.
The den has been ravaged with vermin. If we deal with that problem, the elders will be more
Not 100% sure I'd managed to finish it.
They are always up for a meal.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Witcher series. Right, yeah. If you weren't online most days, would you still have it short? Maybe, yeah. Not like bald short, but I liked having kind of the pixie cut, just like an inch to 2 inches long on top, maybe an 1.5 inches. And then like a bit tight on the sides. That was nice. That was comfy. Just like a little wavy. If you're a woman online, you have to deal with that no matter what you do. I mean, you're gonna get... People will say stuff, but less people assume I have cancer now that I have hair again. Miss your colored hair. Yeah. I might do it again. I might not. It was very strange to me how many people had, like, I don't know, just so many opinions about it. I actually went back to the long hair. I think I just felt like growing it out again. It wasn't because of what people said. If it was, then I would have done it a lot sooner. I kept it short for about a year. I got the urge to braid it, which is funny because that's actually the thing I haven't been doing. I wanted to have it in French braids, so I wanted to grow it out long enough to French braid it. And then I grew it out and I have not been French braiding it because it turns out I can't French braid very well. Miss having book series to read, got tired trying to find a new one. Now just reading classic novel fanfics.
Four tadpoles wash down their falls, and I lead ya. Catch them and bring them back up to calmer water.
I think learning it was $800 back then gives perspective. I mean, the first handful of times when I was just doing it myself back in like 2000 and what was it, like 18, 17? That was less money because I was just doing it at home in the tub. That was like, I don't know, 150 maybe for the supplies. Probably less back then because that was kind of pre-crazy inflation. I was worried that if I dyed my hair again, I would get like, not that it's a problem, but that I would get like some funny looks from people just in the small town that I live in. But I've noticed that plenty of people dye their hair here, including like largely older women. Like I see a lot of people rocking like pink and purple hair, and most of them are older than me. So the trail has been blazed. I don't have to worry about it. It's great. No one's gonna be mean mugging me. And if they are, then they have a big mean mugging schedule and lots of different people to mean mug. Yeah, the OG Void Elf Purple, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't too expensive. Grow my hair long again? Takes forever to dry. Yeah, that's my least favorite part. I hate that. I get cold. Just like waiting for it to dry. And like, yes, there's hair dryers, but those are loud and I don't like that either. It's a sensory nightmare. Also have a big dog with you. Yeah. Many older women where I work dye their hair blue or purple. After I figure out why my hair isn't growing out as fast, want to get the magenta back in. Mileage may vary, but when I started doing a multivitamin, my hair and nails started growing kind of obnoxiously fast. Like, it's annoying. I have to trim my nails a lot. I think it just has biotin in it. It's like a regular multivitamin with like the normal ones that you want, but I think it has a bit of biotin in it, and I guess I must have been missing that. If you are well nourished, it shouldn't make a difference because you should have all those things anyway. But if your diet is missing anything, might help. Hate trimming nails. Autocorrect wins. I know what you meant. I got you. Heard that 1207 was coming out 6/16. Yep, I think that's true. I heard that too. Long hair can almost sit on it. Dyeing would cost a fortune. Yeah. Lot of upkeep too. Hair dye also tends to get on stuff. It tends to stain your clothes and your towels and your tub. And even if you're very careful, it tends to stain your clothes and your towel and your tub. Lucky for me, I don't really mind. Let's see this one up. Yeah. Come on, friend. One mount, please. Thick hair as well. Not gonna try it. It sounds lovely. It sounds heavy. Strong neck. Tree Cthulhu. Oh man, you know what's so much easier with super short hair? Like, swimming. Swimming outdoors. I used to go in the lake and, like, if I had dunked my head in and all my curls got wet, it was always such a mess trying to detangle them. Especially if you're gonna, like, stay on the beach until it dries. Having hair that you dunked in lake water that was then allowed to air dry oh gosh, it was rough. That would have been nicer with a buzz cut. Maybe one day. Hairstyle you would like to try, never did. I feel like I kind of have covered most of the styles that are available to me. I've decided I like bangs. I had bangs for many years. I tried growing them out because I got it into my head that I wanted to try not having bangs, and I've come to the conclusion that I like having bangs. So the bangs are back. No. Think it is what it is. I like it when people do lots of different things with their hair in terms of like braiding it and putting it up and doing like buns and ponytails and just stuff. Like I feel like online you see a lot of people with like the princess waves, kind of the Utah curls situation, and it's lovely. It's a beautiful look, but like I feel like you see it on like every person on a screen, and I just want to see anything different, you know? Where did the variety go? Yeah, the Bangs era came to an end. It has come back. It was a while ago. I think that was 2021, which is 5 years now. Because I remember I had just moved out into that. I remember where I was when I took that photo. So if we're gonna skip Stumpy, check Sarasa, that's a fish. $261 weeks, baby. Look at us being still here. That's kind of nice, right? That's inspiring and not sad. Mostly have it in braid. Night, easier with dogs running around. I used to have to braid up my hair at night so that my cat wouldn't attack it. Or so that it wouldn't wrap around my neck when it was longer. Now I just try to like get it back from my face so it doesn't get in front of my eyes under my sleep hood. Yeah, we're here. We're keeping on keeping on. Oh, sound rare. What do you got? Any luck? No luck? Man. Doing hair Darbarers actually is getting me a meaningful amount of sky shards, though. I know that's not the only way to get sky shards, but they do keep cropping up. Go check one more time for Treetop and Tear Rock. Played WoW for 10 years. You were one of the first YouTubers I followed. Watch anything fun? Did you see Dinner in America yet? It was funny. Earlier when you were recommending me a YouTube video, I thought of Dinner in America because I remember you wanted me to watch that. And I had gone and looked it up, and it was like a paid rental, so I had kind of held off. And I watched the trailer, and I couldn't decide if I would think it was funny or not. I haven't seen it yet. If it comes across at like a streamer that I have, I will probably put it on. But I haven't been watching a lot of movies lately. We rewatched Little Miss Sunshine. That was a good one. That was fun. Don't have any rares yet, but Sky Shard number going up. There's only so many of those we need to get. Been watching Widow's Bay, which is kind of spooky, but perfect for Summerween. You need to tell me what Summerween is. Is this a thing? Or is this... What do you mean? What do you mean, Summerween? Is this the Halloween version of Christmas in July? It's just Halloween in June. If not, we can make it a thing. Horror movies that take place in broad daylight or in summer. Oh! So like Midsummer. Literally. So I think that's literally the tagline. What have I watched anything fun? I've been enjoying Taskmaster. I watched a little bit of UK SNL actually. Some of that was good. There's a couple of bits of that have stuck with me. Nothing too serious. I'm watching Pop Culture Jeopardy. My appetite for drama is in the floor. I can't handle anything tense or serious right now. I am too stressed. I need easy, digestible, fun, zero tension. But specifically the American vibes, so I Know What You Did Last Summer and stuff like that. Ah! Missed it. Is this my last stone? Yeah, I guess so. I have another character, though. I'm gonna use another character. That's what I'm gonna do. I've been watching Veronica Mars on a rewatch of Firefly. Nice. I haven't heard of From. A couple of you guys are talking about that, I think. Oh, the last show that I watched that had any amount of tension in it that I enjoyed was The Pit. I'm caught up on that now. I enjoyed both seasons of that very much. Speaking of shows that have fan bases that go really hard and in confusing directions, but the show was very good. But I think being a little less online is helping me out with that one. Yeah, The Pit was really good. I tried watching The Bear because it was described as The Pit but for kitchens. And I got a couple episodes in and it does seem good, but it's too tense for me. I have enough anxiety. I don't need a fictional character's anxiety. This character, that's what I'm doing. Finally watched season 2 of The Pit, thought it was good. Yeah, I think they made a smart move in not trying to like outdo the drama level of like the events of the first season while still making like really compelling TV. I think it could have gone in like a weird direction if they kept kind of constantly trying to like up the ante. So I think that kind of bringing it down to earth a bit made sense and was like a smart thing to do, especially for a show that wants to operate just like a network TV show. Rewatch of Orphan Black. The Pit is on my list. I feel like that's what Grey's Anatomy did. Got to be like wild scenarios. Didn't ER kind of jump the shark at some point too and just get like really batty? Do a little reload. Get off the internet just slightly. You know what's kind of helping me do that? Is just the drop in compellingness of content and discourse online. I feel like there's more AI generated comments in the ecosystem. There's more AI generated content in the ecosystem. I no longer trust by default that somebody talking about something is A, a real person, or B, believes in the thing. So like it just all starts feeling very fake and thin. And it was always fake and thin, but like it's been easier for me to disengage with online discourse because I just don't trust it anymore. ER lost the plot around season 10. We definitely watched those first seasons though, banger after banger. Most medical shows start grasping at straws at some point. Don't know when to stop. It probably starts to feel like, well, we've done everything. All of the normal things that happen to people have been covered, so what's something weird we can do? Or they're just like looking for character drama that they can kind of lean on. Too slow to give up on these things. I never felt like I had a lot of stamina to like self-discipline myself to stay off of doom scrolling or whatever. And I feel like the only reason I'm doing better is because I literally burned out of it. I just kind of let it run its course. I don't recommend that, but you just, I don't know. The mindfulness thing they recommend is just kind of like engage in the thing, but like pay attention to how you feel like in your body and in your emotions as you're doing it. And the more you kind of learn to associate that like kind of gross feeling with what you're doing, the less you're going to want to do it. It's just a matter of trying to come into your body enough times while you're scrolling to kind of realize that this is kind of gross. Because like on one hand you know it's gross, but if you're dissociated the whole time, you're never going to put it together like viscerally. If I hit rock bottom doom scrolling, it can't hurt me anymore. I read a book called The Girl That Swallowed a Toothbrush about really strange medical cases. Identified several stories from that book that became fictionalized in TV shows. That's free material. When I read a comment that makes me mad, I just get out of there. Man, switch headphones. These ones are dead. I have a very big Noah Wiley-based bias for his teenage crush. That's fair. I think he's a lot of people's adult crush now. I think he's ridden the crush wave straight into whatever age he is now. I appreciate that he looks like a person that aged like normally. I don't know to what extent he did. That's none of my business, but like, love an actor with wrinkles. He's my adult crush now as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it when people's faces move. And if we could do more of that, that would be great, but maybe I just need to touch more grass because people's faces move in real life. Thought about adding Ogilvy to season 2 is good. Many students actually act like that despite how crazy it appears. They're not afraid to do an unlikable yet realistic character and then still give them growth, which I think is really cool. That's one of the things I really like about it.
A poisonous flower is dangerous.
Some media is just really afraid of having characters do anything wrong without it being like this huge black and white thing. And that's not, you know, like you're right, people really act like that. Earphone battery getting weaker? Yeah, they're tiny batteries, and these things are probably 5+ years old, so it makes sense that their capacity is diminished. They don't quite kick the 3 hours anymore. Doing unlikable characters well, such art. I think that's one of the reasons why the show generates so much discourse and like so many comments and so much discussion is anytime anything is really controversial, it has to have people kind of fighting on both sides of it. Anything that is just everyone can agree is wrong is not going to have a ton of discussion. It's not going to get as much airplay as something where people are kind of like divided on it and also heated about it. So like for the Pit, having these unlikable or like controversial characters that do very human things, and they do good things sometimes and they do awful things other times, as humans and people do. And people will kind of like see themselves in different behavior patterns or see people that they don't like in different behavior patterns and kind of like pick sides. And you'll have people both like defending and attacking most of the characters. And it generates just a ton of engagement, which I think is one of the things that helps the show. It's a good way to get a lot of online algorithm love, is having a ton of people talking about something. And if you make it super black and white, no gray area, everyone agrees that this sucks and this was cool, there's only so many times someone can comment, man, this was cool, before they're all done talking about it. But like, if you have people fighting about whether or not a character was right to do a thing, now you've got some content. These earphones have never fit in my ears. I don't know why I keep trying to put it in there. It's been a long time and it has never fit. It's not like I'm just grown a different ear in the meantime. Not happening. They came with like 3 different sets of sizes and none of them fit. I remember I tried all of them. None of them are any good. That's why I like the Langdon Robbie conflict. It feels so real. Is like that, just not different enough yet. Both sides of the argument feel valid. Yeah. I love TV like that, when you see a character do something and you're like, you're so wrong for that, but I get why. Or like, you know, like you can see that it's a bad idea and you can tell it's gonna go badly, but you totally understand why they did it. I guess that's just good writing. I guess that's just what good writing is, but I appreciate it. Thumbs up to that. This just in. Did the Time Walking Weeklies not used to give Heroic level raid gear? I think they did. I forget if it was in The War Within. At a certain point, they decided to just give awesome gear from the weekly Time Walking Raid cache. I remember because people kept asking me when I was going to run it, and I'd be like, ooh, yeah, that. Soon. Definitely soon. Definitely not going to skip that. Thanos comes to mind. Would you believe I still haven't seen Avengers? Gives champion track now, makes it less important for me to run. Yeah, I agree. I think good writing comes from making it real feeling. And like relatable. Which I guess is another way of saying real feeling. I'm in a fandom where a character did something in season 3. The show is about to start its 10th season, and there's still discourse at least once a month about that season 3 thing.
The Twilight's blade are sabotaging our lumber yard again. Save what light wood you can find and hit them back hard.
Let's go look for Zolamon rares. Anybody home? Thing you could do, watch a Marvel movie every few days until you reach Endgame. I could actually. I now have Disney Plus bundled in with the rest of my streaming services, so I could. I don't think I want to. I think it's just not for me. I enjoyed the first couple of, like, new Marvelverse movies when they were just kind of doing, like, origin stories for the various characters. You know, the Captain America and first Iron Man. Like, those were just good movies. And you didn't need a lot of background to really enjoy them. And by the time you got to a lot of crossing over, it just became very quippy. And I don't know. Just not my cup of tea. Iron Man 1 through 3 all went hard. Once a week, Hazel reviews Marvel movies segment. I feel like it's not a good idea for me to engage in something that I know I'm probably not going to like. That lots of people do like. Because it's like the opposite of what people want when someone watches content. People want to watch something and feel validated that someone that they follow enjoys the thing that they enjoy. They do not want to watch someone that they follow dunk all over their favorite thing. They only want that if it's also not their favorite thing. And lots of people like those. They're beloved and probably good movies. It's just not my genre, really. This is the same reason I don't review story games. It would just be a weird thing for me to do. It would be like me reviewing steakhouses. It would just be kind of confusing. Yeah, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor. I think I might have skipped Hulk. I don't know if I ever got around to that one. I definitely didn't watch Aquaman. I had already kind of washed out of it by then. I know that when they came out with Avengers, which I feel like wasn't that late into it, I had kind of gotten a bit tired of it and didn't see it. Or games where you're a cat. Is Aquaman DC? Oh. See? Oops. Shows how much I know. Could be wrong. I have no idea. You're probably right. I know where this one is. Yeah, why am I looking for a cave? That's not what that is. Also, why have I used a damage potion? We don't need that. Oh. Skipping those two. Those two right on top of each other are bait. Several play as a cat games. I want bird game. You want to play as a bird? Do you want to play Angry Birds? Is Angry Birds a retro game now or what? It's been around for a minute. How old does it have to be to qualify? Might try and watch the Infinity Saga every 5 years. A little like rewatching Lord of the Rings. Which franchise is that? Is that Marvel? Playing that on a model old iPad. Peak childhood memories. Oh my god, don't even. That is Marvel. Gotcha.
The Murlocs are ambushing our supply carts. Descend upon them and take back what they stole.
Easier. What do we got? One mount, please. Angry Birds racing game too. No, I know. I know you were a child back then. I remember, like, I used to work in a big box computer store, and they had big cardboard like crates full of Angry Bird plushies. Angry Bird and Minecraft both had huge merch pushes back in like 2012, 2013, 2011-ish when I worked there. Can ask my middle schoolers when they get home. They are convinced they are the arbiters of cool. You know what's messed up is they might be. They might be right. Yeah, Minecraft still does. Minecraft has had incredible staying power. I've never really, like, played it, but I'm convinced it must be just a genuinely good game. Nobody get me Angry Bird plushies. Or everyone who gets anywhere near my house is getting the evil green pig treatment. I've played it once on my phone. I'm pretty sure I installed it on my computer and like ran around in it and got confused and then turned it off. Like a grandparent. Or I was trying to set up something. I don't know. I never got into it. I think I tried because it was free at the time. It might still be free. Very mod heavy, adds tons of content. Yeah. I have played lots of the games it inspired. Yeah, for real. One day, just for nostalgia, I'm gonna go on a Terraria kick. I haven't played it in a long time. But that game was like the emblem of the era. Not far off of those Angry Bird dates, honestly. It's kind of 2013-ish. Still gets updates, man. Terraria? Yeah. Man, I feel like a little core portfolio of games that you like that keep getting updates every now and then, and you never need to buy a new game ever again. you can just rotate your faves and never have to try anything new. I wonder if that makes it harder for game publishers these days. I know I'm less likely to try new games, but I'm only one person. I think lots of people play new games. I'm just boring. Yeah, Stardew Valley. Valheim gets updates decently often. Not like every month or anything, but like they're still updating it. They do a new biome every once in a blue moon. Got the occasional 2 to 3 week Minecraft phase with the boys, but the boys don't actually play Minecraft, it's just me. I'm the boys, it's me. Ooh, I gotta try the new Satisfactory update one of these days. I'll start my factory all over again. Considering getting Traveler's Rest, something obviously taken from Stardew, but has you running a tavern. That mosquito. Oh yeah, the Valheim Death Mosquitoes. I've never made it out of the plains. I've never, to this day, I've played lots of Valheim, never killed a plains boss. Usually I make a plains base, I raid a few goblin camps, and that's right around when I burn out. Every single time. And then Flabby carries my butt for another day or so, and then we play something else. I think every game automatically sucks, and it will take me out of my grave with me. At a certain point, it's just kind of easier to play something you know you like. Make Flabby kill bosses, then lock him back up under the stairs. What do you mean a chimney? Should I just go to the chimney store and use my chimney coupon?
Slay the enraged creatures and expel the energy.
You know what we actually had a surprising amount of fun with, considering what an absolute meme it was Palworld. I got some good mileage out of my Palworld playthrough. That was a good time. I got deep into Palworld, like, pal breeding. I remember I had my legal pad, and with like 3 or 4 pages of mapped out, like, combo plans that I was trying to do to get specific traits and specific pals to make, like, a mega mount or something. Except those VODs are lost in a nostalgic kind of way. Yeah. Yeah, those are fun ones. Wouldn't be quite the same. Nope, don't need those ones. Let's go to Voidstorm. I like just collecting in Palworld. I'm gonna use a Hearthstone out of my bag. Oh, sorry, punching my microphone. How vintage of you, right? I swear there was like a 3-year period where anytime you would do that, people would be like, you know, you can just delete it and get your bag slot back. And it's like, how many bag slots do I have? I have 115 empty slots, and I'm carrying around a bunch of stuff. It's like, what do I need 1 bag slot for? But, you know, you could delete it, you could get that bag slot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the Palworld ones hung around either. I did stream it, didn't I? I feel like I streamed it.
Catalog every newcomer. I want to know secrets among these latest
I can't remember now. I definitely played it. I'm struggling. I'm trying to go to no, I was trying to go to Voidstorm, that's right. Oh, you found one? Nice. How long have you been uploading? If you check the VOD channel, you could sort by oldest, and that would probably tell you. I don't remember off the top of my head. There's also a couple of gaps here and there, because I do it manually. I do like a little edit and adjust some things for each one, so sometimes if I get behind, things get lost, or things like sometimes the export doesn't save. Most of them. Do you even know your way around Silvermoon? No! No, it's awful. And I've been playing this expansion. I've actually been playing this whole expansion. I'm 3400. I'm AOTC. I have an add-on that marks where everything is on my map. I have City Guide installed, and I do not know my way around Silvermoon. My brain is just refusing to hold on to it. I think I've played too many WoW expansions. I'm not holding on to that stuff anymore. My brain's not even putting it on the shelf. It's like, you're gonna forget this anyway, so let's just save you the time. And not learn it. Put my Hearthstone in the Horde area so I can never find my way to the town square. What is what's up too? Took me forever to learn Dorn last year. Valdrakken was bad for me. Dornogal wasn't too bad, although there's some things that I'm sure... Like, for Dornogal, I basically just needed the portals and the bank. I didn't use the auction house because I have my Brutusar mount. And then I guess the profession. I have to learn what my professions are. But Valdrakken was terrible. I never learned most of it. I still couldn't take you to the auction house in Valdrakken. Finished the Farak Legendary. Cost me over 250k. Do not recommend. Feel the same as not finding your way in raid or different? Yeah, raids I know even less because I tend to follow others in raids. I have somebody to follow, so it's like being driven somewhere in a car and then not knowing how you got there. No idea. just autopilot. Peak bench. I am not sure about the cursed cloth. Finding a crafter. It's probably a Discord, but I don't know like which one you'd look for. Rare seem a little stingy. Yeah. Might just not be my lucky day. Oh, you know what I could do with my last couple minutes of stream is I could play with the character creator for Harrenir. I don't know if I'm gonna commit to anything, but we could see if we can get any. I wanted to play with the with a druid. Yeah, just as if a couple minutes would be enough, right? We got no chance. Make undead just because I wish I could play one, but I play paladin, so oh man. Looking at my characters bums me out sometimes. I had them all nicely organized by class at one point, but then they got all mixed up. I think I can delete this guy. I feel like he's doomed. Goodbye. If I was gonna finish leveling him, I would have done it by now. Oh, there's another hunter. Go stick that near the hunters. It's my old bankle. Go stick that down with the name saves. There's a mage. There's a priest? Do I have any extra priests? Is this my only extra priest? No, I have Hazeline somewhere. In theory. Oh yeah, there she is. Oh yeah, I got a couple priests. 1, 2, 3. Those are my bonus priests. 2 bonus warriors, 2 mages, a variety of bonus hunters. Here's my main hunter and the bonus hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that it? I know you can search, but I want to like get them kind of together. Wormbin is just a name that I'm unwilling to let go of. Snow Crab can hang out with Anthus. Crabby can hang out with Honey Plum. I guess Scary can hang out down here with Wormbin. Night Flame is the only demon hunter. One of a kind. It's incredible you don't actually main a hunter. They're just the easiest class for me to tolerate ults of. Monk is another single. I only have 1 monk. I have 2 mages. I have several warlocks. Boy can hang out with Evelyn. I feel like I'm just making things worse. Oh, I have 3 bonus mages. I forgot I had that one. I've only have 1 rogue and 1 evoker. You sound like me and warlocks. 2 mounts already, right? Not too bad. So how many druids do I have? 4. And none of them are leveled, so I have 4 druids in total. This is a... Are you a Tauren or a High Mountain Tauren? I think it's the High Mountain Tauren. She's got the horns. There's a High Mountain Tauren with the bread and the carrots. That's a Worgen. That's a Coltiern, and then that's a Night Elf. Was leveling a Harrenir as a rogue. May finally cancel that in favor of Hunter. This was my PvP druid. I didn't level her yet. She's still level 80. I never leveled her. Harrenir druid. I was gonna do a male. I was gonna do the body type 1. Let me see if I can turn everything off. I'm not gonna like finish this or anything, but I just kind of want to muck with it for a minute. His hair is killing me. The facial hair is destroying me. Okay, no mustache, no beard, no sideburns. Yo, you want no beard, no mustache, full sideburns? Bro. Oh my god, the sideburns are... Wow. The possibilities truly boggle the mind. Spines, face, fur, ears, earrings. Wow, they look weird when you like make them like normal or you take all the stuff off. Let's do no necklace, no spines, no paint, no fur, normal or clawed feet. Oh, clawed for sure. His face looks so tiny on top of his big buff body. His face looks so itty bitty. Is it just me? His head looks small to me. I think maybe you're supposed to balance it out with like massive ears and some hair or something. Oh man. Jawline though. Yeah. You could hide pennies under there. That is what HGH does to you, yeah. We have some suspicions about the hair in here. Alright. Oh my gosh, he's terrifying. Kind of giving Venthyr, actually. Naked Drakthir vibes. Alright. Show me some hair. Let's start with some hair. Got a lovely big braid. Big half pony. Yep. Ooh. Yeah. I don't like the super short hair. That's kind of cool with the braids. Call him Hazelbro or I'll steal the name. Hazelbro reincarnated. Yo, you can have a sick headband. What do you expect or would want the next character thing? Another race, allied, class, customization. I would accept a race, but I would just love more customizations for gnomes, because I know that's the race I'm going to play anyway. New races don't get me as hyped anymore just because we have so many of them now. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to make meaningful progress here. I think we were doing better kind of like back. Maybe just the big braid? And then he can have hair color and highlight colors. We could make him like kind of girly if we want. We can give him some traditionally feminine flair. I mean, I don't care who you are. This is a dope hair color. What happened to the guild? New Discord? No idea. I must have missed it. Desperately need gnome stuff like so bad. I wouldn't blame them though if they wanted a Discord that they had more direct control over. I think I've given mod to some people, but I'm really bad at Discord, so I don't know what I did. Yeah. I don't know why I keep clicking on these. Kind of like them with the spikes. My problem is that I always pick whichever feature I like best in isolation, not considering any of the other features. And then things end up not going with each other. What is for lunch? It's a good question. I don't know. We had a big breakfast. Might be a soup day. Oh, you gotta have tusks. They're kind of just like remixed night elves. Does he want a mustache? Is that the vibe? Is that a fishtail braided beard? How come people don't fishtail braid their beards? Made some dope tuna salad for dinner. I guess I don't even know how to fishtail braid my hair, so maybe that's why. I kind of don't like that the hair spines sprout spines right out of his forehead. That's kind of a bit much. It's a bit Hellraiser. I also don't think we want fur. Yeah, you gotta have massive ears. These are kind of Shrek. Fish celebrating easier than French braiding? That's promising. I'm pretty bad at French braiding. I can kind of sort of do it if you don't mind that it's exceedingly messy. I have not watched Hellraiser. I'm vaguely familiar with the imagery, though. I don't like the necklace. The earrings for sure, though. Are fishtail braids easy to do in curly hair? I know sometimes my curls help my hair hold like braids, but I don't know if it works. I feel like I see fishtail braids on very straight hair. Learned how to fish braid before French? French is lost on me. Don't know. Hair hideously straight. You want to like trade for a week? I like the body paint. He kind of looks like my, he looks bigger naked than with clothes and his head is smaller. Yeah, hair didn't help his small head problem very much. A little bit. Seeing if he looks any different with like any of the other hair colors. I like that pink though. They don't have very many greens. Bit surprising. Whirlwind Abyss, thank you very much for the 43-month wreath. Appreciate it. We can trade, but head is buzzed because it's easier to wash with broken hands. Always wondered what it's like to have slightly more volume. It's never boring, I'll tell you that much. It looks almost well proportioned. Oh, I didn't choose his face. I'm like, isn't there gonna be a choice for me to do his face? I like 6, he's kind of grumpy. 8 was kind of good too, yeah. Gonna be named after Teneo Corpus. Oh, he hates fungus. He's anti-fungus. Can he be anti-fungus? He could be anti-fungus. I don't know if I want to give the fungus a lasting place in my life. I don't want to acknowledge it in my character names. Her name from an antifungal. Welcome our boy. Oh no, no, I didn't mean to actually send it! That's awful! That's funny. That's terrible. That's the name of the cream that you put on like a yeast infection. I could have just named him Canestin, good lord. That's not, we're not sticking with that. Also works on ringworm, but like, oh man. Please don't change. Oh gosh. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna leave it. I'll sleep on it. I hate it though. I hate it a lot. I gotta go for the day. We are over time. I would like to thank you very much for joining me on this fine day. I'll be back tomorrow for Saturday morning stream. I think we're going to be doing more rare mount farming for bounce, unless we decide to level our guy over there. Appreciate the company. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!